Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this Enterprise National League South tie as Hampton and Richmond Borough take on Dorking Wanderers here at BEAVERS Stadium. I'm your commentator, Johnny Luter, and joining me for his debut on the watch-along, Kelly Martin. Kelly, how are you doing, sir?
I'm great. I'm really happy to be here. It's been some time covering the team, writing some articles and working the Twitter, but I'm glad to be here on the mic and be on the watch-along, watching with you guys.
Fabulous. Well, thank you very much, Kelly. And obviously, we've got a very busy chat starting us off here. We've got Alex Coley. We've got Kelly. Give us a wave. Would you like to give us a little wave for the camera there? No. Lovely. Jeff Baker also joining us as well. Already score predictions. Well, Kelly, you've already been asked for score predictions. So
that's a bit of a tough one. I mean, both teams are definitely going to be looking for the 3 points. We're unfortunately coming off quite the loss to Torquay, and Dorking as well, coming off a draw their last game against Tunbridge as well. So they're both going to be hungry for goals. No fixture against these two teams has ever ended scoreless. That is a bit of a fun fact. So we're definitely going to be in for some goals today. And actually, I believe in the last 5 fixtures, we've never had less than 3 goals in a game. So if you're watching, we are in for a few goals. Hopefully, they're not going to break the record of a scoreless game. And hopefully, we can come out with a win. I see a 2-1. I see a 3-2. I'm thinking, if we're thinking about 3 goals, I say maybe 2-1 Hampton.
Well, do you know what? That would be really great to see, as of course in the fixture early on in the season when Hampton and Richmond went down to Meadowbank. I think it was a 3-0 win for Hampton and Richmond Borough. An own goal from Brennan Camp, who is in the starting lineup today, and then the goals from Davide Radari and Reece Grego-Cox to put Hampton and Richmond in a firm, comfortable victory there down at Meadowbank, which is something Hampton and Richmond haven't done for a very long time. But can Hampton and Richmond Borough do the double this season against a very strong Dorking Wanderers side? So, Kelly, as you were just mentioning there, Torquay United, Hampton and Richmond came out as 4-1 losers in that game. Hampton and Richmond Borough opened up the scoring, but Torquay United very much dominated the game and came out the winners there. I was just chatting to Tommy here just before we went live on air, and he was down at the game. He did say that we were beaten by a very strong Torquay United side, so we can't really have too many complaints there. But as you may have seen on our socials this week, we've actually made some loan signings. And Kelly, would you like to talk through those 3 loan signings we've made this week?
Yeah, so you'll see one starting for us. That is Taylor Clark, a midfielder. He joins us from Chelmsford. I'm really looking forward to see him play. This won't be his first game with the squad. He was featured in our friendly earlier this week against Bedfont, but it'll be his first official game. You'll see on the bench we have Edwino Vaz. He's going to be joining us on loan until the end of the season from Sutton United. As well, not in the team sheet today is Nena Boateng, who actually made an appearance for Millwall FC's first team in 2022 in an FA Cup game against Crystal Palace. So, bringing some experience from multiple levels of the football pyramid, and I'm really excited to see what they can do. Clark is young. He's likely going to play in the 2 kind of midfield pivot with Deadfield, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
Yeah, I must admit, Edwino Vaz, I've been an admirer for a long time. Previously, before he was at Sutton United, he was at Averley. That was 2 seasons ago, I believe, when Averley went on that fantastic run and crept into the playoffs. Oh, and actually that was when the season that Hampton Richmond Borough on the final day got knocked out of the playoff positions, and Averley snuck in there, and Edwino Vaz, he was quite the player for Averley, and of course got cherry-picked by National League side Sutton United. So it's a pleasure to have Edwino Vaz here, and I'm hoping that he can have a real impact for us for the rest of the season. Well, Kaylee, if we're looking at the Hampton Richmond squad today, I mean, you can see from Alan Dowson, he is starting to build up a really strong side, and for me, what I'm noticing, I feel like there's a lot of attack in there, which is what Dowse he really likes to focus on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you see that we've moved in some of our games to a 4-back. I'm going to predict, as a score prediction, we're going to come out and line up in a 4-2-3-1. Put a bit of pressure on the visiting side today, and again score some goals. The record shows that we are going to score some goals against this team. Hopefully not concede more than we score, but I'm looking forward to. And Dowse said when he sat down with Seb ahead of the game, he said we've seen a lot of players being brought in. He's looking for players to buy in. He's looking for players to really buy into his philosophy, his ideas, and just to the team around them. And bringing people in that kind of align with those ideas. Maybe someone like Edwino Vaz, maybe someone young like Taylor Clark, to really push forward forward and play that attacking football that he likes.
Absolutely. Well, you've got a bit of a fan here in the chat. This Alex Coley chap is saying you're staring into a soul with those beautiful brown eyes you have. So,
I mean, I'll try not to look too hard. once the game kicks off, I'll be focused on.
Well, Alex, I better let you two get a room, you two, because I could sense a bit of an atmosphere. But no, Alex, thank you very much for joining us on the watch along this afternoon. Well, on that note, I guess I will take you through the team news then. So we'll start off with the visitors then.
Yep.
Number 1, Harrison Fulks. Number 2, Brennan Camp. Number 5, Tony Craig. Number 7, Jimmy Mewett. Number 8, Denon Lewis. Number 11, James McShane. Number 20, Dan Gallagher. Number 22, Patrick Casey. Number 26, Paul McCallum. Number 27, Harry Sidwell. Number 46, Louis Annesley. And on the bench for the Wanderers, number 6, Niall McManus. Number 25, Jake Lawrence. Number 28, Jack Young. Number 30, Josh Hebert. Number 31, Seb Tulta Caballero, sorry. Number 33, Frank Vincent. And number 37, George Frankham. And your Beavers this afternoon: number 26, Matt Rowley. Number 2, Paul Field. Number 7, Brendan Kiernan. Number 8, Sam Denfield. Number 9, Craig Fasamade. Number 10, Max Kretschmar. Number 11, Taylor Clark. Number 14, Aaron Lacey. Number 18, Sam Ashford. Number 23, Charlie Sayers. And number 24, Alan Massey. And on the bench for the Beavers this afternoon: number 3, Edwino Vaz. Number 5, Ronan Silva. Number 6, Hayden Vaughan. Number 12, Jordan Greenidge. Number 25, Harry Gardner. Number 27, Mike Atkinson. And number 39, Reece Grego-Cox. So just the 3 changes then for Alan Dowse's side after the 4-1 loss against Torquay United. And obviously, Kelly, you've just mentioned there about Taylor Clark coming into the starting lineup, and Sam Ashford as well getting his first start today. So that'll be exciting to see how Sam Ashford gets on. And then, of course, well, we did have a little friendly in the week, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Earlier this week.
Yes, against Bedford Sports.
Yes, we did, which we came out victors 6-2, which is quite the score line. And I mean, I don't think we will be replicating something like that, but I mean, one can hope.
Absolutely, yeah. Putting 6 goals past our local rivals, Bedfont Sports, that are just up the road here, who play a couple of divisions below us here. So, you know, and actually, Dorking Wanderers also had a friendly against Bromley this week as well. And I was reliably informed by Tommy here that Nathan Paul Laverley was in that side. So Nathan Paul Laverley, we do miss you so much. And who, sorry? And George Penn, of course, former Hampton and Richmond Borough player as well there. So we've got another couple of comments coming here. Maya003, who are you waving at, John, on comms? Oh, that was just a lovely lady called Fran, I believe her name is. She was at the Meet the Manager, and I met her, and she was a lovely lady, and we got chatting about football, of course. Harry Balaz 5900 there. Beavers or Dorking favourites? Well, Kayleigh, I mean, coming into this game, would you probably say Dorking were the favourites?
I mean, seeing as they're sitting at 6th, I believe 6 points off the top. I mean, you have to say, based on their standings, based on their record, you know, their form is slightly better than ours. They're a draw, a loss, and then 3 wins. You would say they are our favourites, as well as there's 3 names that I really want to highlight. I mean, obviously, you have Jimmy Mewett and Denon Lewis, who have torn up the wings previously for Dorking. They're back from injury, and this season they have 12 goals combined between the 2 of them. And then the third name that I want to talk about is Paul McCallum, who joined recently, Dorking on loan from Eastleigh. Didn't play in that game that we had against them, the heartbreaking loss that we had against them, but he is the 3rd top scorer in National League history with 156 goals, and 2 seasons ago he netted 31 goals and was the top goal scorer in the National League South. So I mean, high scoring game is what we've predicted, and this is somebody who's going to be there to deliver the goals, and it's a huge addition to Mark White's side, and we will be looking out for him.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Paul McCallum, like you say, he is an absolute goal merchant at this level, and even in the National League above, of course. So we're playing for Eastleigh, of course. No, he really does know where the goal is, Paul McCallum. So he is absolutely, he's going to be one to really watch out for there. And also, you notice about Patrick Casey on loan from Charlton Athletic. How many goals has he got at the moment?
He has 4 in his last 3 starts. So he joined the team in December. The 20-year-old is doing really, really well. I mean, they've had quite a few injuries. I know that they had 2 players out for certain, and they had 6 questionable, among which Charlie Carter, a star player, arguably the best player on the team, is not going to be on the field today. And the addition of Casey is really big for the team, and he seems that he's gelling with the side. They like to play really attacking football. 43 goals this season, tied for 3rd in the National League South. But at the other end, we know Mark White likes to really push high, play attacking football, but that can lead to goals at the other end. They're the bottom of the top 10 teams in terms of conceding goals. So they've conceded the most in the top 10 teams, but scored 3rd most in the league. So they score a lot, but they also concede a lot.
Well, that means it's going to be an exciting fixture then, I think. And also, it's something that Mark White does mention quite a lot. And obviously, you talk about his injury crisis there as well. Mark White has said a lot in his interviews that he blames that with his 3G pitch they've got down at Meadowbank there. And as we're looking at Mark White right now, actually, he's just off the centre circle there as he's staring, waiting for the players to come out there. But Mark White, he is quite the character. He's a bit, his choice of language in front of the camera can be a bit fruity sometimes, but no, he's certainly quite the character there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the mics will pick him up from here, but we'll definitely be able to hear him. I saw a clip the other day. He was talking about a 12-match suspension that he got.
Oh, my goodness.
He received a red, left the stadium, and on his way to catch his taxi to go on another night out with some of his buddies, he saw the officials, and he went and had a word with them. I guess he had some choice words, and they awarded him with a 12-match suspension.
No!
He said that on a podcast. I saw the clip earlier today.
Oh, wow.
So hopefully that doesn't happen today, but there will be words from Mark White.
Yeah, I do think it's weird that I'm seeing the manager of the opposing team here, because normally they just be going out onto the dugout.
Yeah.
But who's Mark? I'm curious who Mark White is going to speak to. If he's going to speak to anybody, he's going to speak to his players, is he?
Well, he's got a mic on him, so maybe he's just trying to pick up some good audio.
Maybe he's doing just that. But the teams have both come out there as Hampton and Richmond Borough, of course, in their lovely red and navy kit, and Dorking Wanderers in their white kit as well, which I think I think that's the 3rd kit for Dorking Wanderers there. So, Alex Coley, you're very lively on the chat at the moment, sir. Hope for a big commentary performance from you, Kayla.
Hey, me too. On the debut, I mean,
you're talking waffle at the moment, apparently. Which Alex, I don't think that's true. He's very knowledgeable on football, so I'll definitely give him that. And Maya 003, I personally think this is award-winning commentary. Well, there we go.
I love that.
There we go.
I'm glad to hear. I hope that we can continue to deliver that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Game.
Yeah, and also saying, is the atmosphere electric today? Well, it's just picking up now as lots of fans are entering the ground in for this Enterprise National League South tie, as Dorking Wanderers come to TW12 for a very, very big fixture against these two sides.
It is looking quite busy, though. I mean, you see, sometimes there's a bit of gaps in terms of where you're seeing fans and spectators lined up, but I'm seeing, aside from that kind of corner flag down there, there's people spotting across the grounds, and as they file in, as you said, you still have a couple of minutes till kickoff, and people will probably keep coming in until the fifth-ish minute.
What I find very interesting is on the Dorking bench, you've actually got a lot of the Dorking fans that are right by the Dorking bench. I think you want to pick up what Mark White is saying, I think.
Yeah. I mean, they could sit anywhere in the stadium. They probably would hear him, but the closer you are, the better you can kind of pick up on that. But that is really interesting, and it probably is because they're so successful online. People really buy into the personalities of the players. Yeah,
and we are switching ends, so it is going to be Hampton Richmond Borough. Well, they will be kicking towards the Alan Simpson stand, and it will be Dorking kicking towards the Keith Hussey stand. So that's an interesting tactic change. I've got a funny feeling that typically that's a bit, well, it's not, it's in as well within the rules, you can do it, but I think typically it's a bit naughty to do it. It's considered a bit of like bad manners to do it, I think. I could be wrong in saying that, but Maya 003 saying, are you boys wrapped up warm? Are we wrapped up warm, Kelly?
You are.
I certainly am, yeah.
Less layers, but I'm used to the cold, so... speaking of that, I'm used to the cold because I'm Canadian. National animal of Canada is the beaver. So
well, there you go.
My debut can give the Beavers a bit of luck in this game as it's just about to kick off.
Fantastic! I've been to Canada and I loved it there.
There you go.
Yeah, my friend lives in Squamish in BC.
Yeah, that's a couple countries away for me in terms of geography. I'm all the way over west in Toronto.
Right,
East
okay.
in Toronto, my apologies.
Okay, well, we are just about to get underway here then, as the referee's just doing his final checks, and it will be Hampton and Richmond to get us underway. Max Kretschmar standing on the centre circle. And away we go. Kretschmar just straight away playing it straight back to Sam Deadfield, looking to find Fasamade. But I'll straight away go out for a throw-in to the Wanderers. Yeah, plenty of Dorking Wanderers fans here today in TW12. But can Hampton and Richmond Borough do the double on Dorking Wanderers this season? Casey finding McShane. And this is Denon Lewis now charging away with Paul Field with him, and the offside flag goes up anyway.
Quick up the wing, that's going to be quite the matchup to watch today.
Well, you did mention Denon Lewis there, didn't you? You did say how he tears up those wings there.
But Field is quite the speedy player as well. He's a big guy, so hopefully he'll be able to quite a bit bigger than Lewis as we're looking at them right now.
Yes.
So hopefully he can handle that matchup on the wing today.
Yeah, and the likes of Casey and McCallum, that is going to be quite the strike force up front there. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. That ball goes long, and Dan Gallagher just wrestles down Max Kretschmar. And Deadfield's on the ball here, but Dorking just do enough. Finds Casey. Casey to McCallum, back to Casey, and then it's gone all the way out to Mewett on the far side. Mewett charging forward. Still Mewett. Ball comes in. Casey might get there. And then cleared away by Alan Massey.
Funny, earlier some of the U14 boys were out meeting the players and awarding them, and they asked one of the centre halves of the youth teams, what do you have an advice for Massey as a centre half, and he said boot it. And
yeah, you go. He literally did just that. Alan Massey clearing up the mess like he always does. So that throw in goes to Mewett, and I'll go out for another throw in for the Wanderers. Harry Ballas just saying, can't you turn the camera around so we can watch? Oh, I wish we could, but due to the 3 p.m. blackout rule that the UK government sets in, we can't do that. We can't show you live football at 3 o'clock, I'm afraid. So you've just got our faces here, so you'll have to make do with that. Anyway, long throw in then, going to be coming in for Dorking Wanderers as the box is looking very packed. In it comes, and safely in the hands of Matt Rowley.
Quite the throw, though, coming in all the way from the right. Made it all the way almost to the penalty spot.
Well, it's quite a trendy thing at the moment to do those long throws, as Hampton and Richmond Borough can then start the attack here with Ashford finding Kiernan. And in it goes, and there was, Fasamade wasn't quite going to get up to that. So it will go out for a goal kick. Mark Smith, hello. Yes, hi to you, Mark Smith. Thank you very much for tuning in once again. As this is, this does feel like a really big game, and I think, in my opinion, I wouldn't say it's a free hit, but Dorking Wanderers are a stronger side, you would say, than Hampton and Richmond Borough. So I think this will be interesting to see just how well Douse can do against this Dorking side, as Casey finds Denon Lewis. Lewis into the box, and there's Massey to try and get it away, and already that battle between Paul Field and Denon Lewis, that's going to be something this afternoon. Throw in for the Wanderers with Louis Ainsley into Casey. Ainsley back to Gallagher, and Paul Field gets there and looks to try and find that run of Ashford.
Interesting, we're quite compact. We are, as I'm seeing it, running in a 4-2-3-1. It seems we have Clark and Deadfield back there in that midfield pivot. But that is a strategy that I think could work, considering obviously the goal scoring record of a side like Dorking. 43 goals, you don't want to make it 44 or any higher, and I think kind of being wary of that, especially with someone like McCallum and Casey up in that.
Yeah, absolutely. Role. Yeah, this will be a big test for Hampton Richmond Borough this afternoon. Obviously, Torquay United, a very good side in this division, as well are Dorking as well. So, and apologies, ladies and gentlemen, I do sound a bit nasally. I have got a bit of a cold, so I do sound a bit strange, but I'll do my best to continue the commentary. Anyway, that free kick comes in, looking to find McCallum, and McCallum might get a shot away, and instead it was Casey, and it goes well over the bar. So an early shot there for the Wanderers, but no trouble there for Matt Rowley. Mark Smith, just a quick look at Chelsea versus Brentford. Come on, you Beavers. Is that a 3 o'clock kickoff, Mark? Chelsea v Brentford? Is it?
It is, yes.
Okay, well, Mark, do keep us updated with the Chelsea Brentford score. Of course, Brentford, a friend of the club, of course, whereas we've had Brentford B here before, and I can't actually remember the last time we had a loanee from Brentford here, actually. Tommy's having a think, but no, Tommy can't think there. Not so sure. Sidwell into Dan Gallagher. Gallagher out to Brennan Camp on the far right-hand side. The scorer of the own goal last time Hampton Richmond Borough played Dorking Wanderers at Meadowbank. And actually, some of you viewers may be aware of the Bunch of Amateurs series that a camera team do follow Mark White and Dorking Wanderers round. And I must admit, I'm a bit of a fan. I do watch it most weeks. It's very entertaining to watch. So, yeah, fingers crossed Hampton and Richmond can get a good result here so we can get some good YouTube content about Hampton and Richmond Borough. That would be lovely.
That will be a good one to watch back. I came out a couple hours early and they were all set up and ready to go. Cameras on the pitch, cameras around the pitch. A couple GoPros behind the goal.
Oh, and Ashford just whipping that ball in, but safely in the hands of Harrison Fulks. And just while we've got a little gap here, I just thought I'd want to say it's 2 for Tuesday. The Chesham home game and Worthing home game coming up. It's buy one, get one free on all drinks. So if you do make the way to TW12 for the next couple of home games, it's buy one, get one free on drinks. So it would be an absolute pleasure. Well, you surely want to take advantage of that. I certainly would. You know, 2 beers at the price of 1. You can't argue with that. So Paul Field throwing now for Hampton and Richmond Borough on the halfway line. Looking to find Ashford, and Ashford gets the first header there into Clark. And then Tony Craig just hooks that away. Oh, what, mind your head. Oh, God, the drink was nearly gone there. Gentleman there with his, what looks like a recorder leg cider was nearly going to be watering the pitch. Don't think there's been much research into whether recorder leg cider is any good for grass. Other ciders are available, of course. Throw in for Hampton Richmond Borough again then. Paul Field into Deadfield. Paul Field managed to get round McShane. Can he find Kiernan there? And he nearly does, but he's got Brennan Camp to deal with. And Camp gets it away, but only as far as Massey. And this is Kretschmar now on the far side. Can Kretschmar start an attack here? With Kiernan now. But the flag's gone up anyway for offside anyway. Jack Lonergan, yes boys. Jack, thank you very much for tuning in, sir. Where are you this afternoon? You're usually a regular in the media team. Wherever you are, I hope you're having fun, whatever you're up to.
8 minutes in, I'm quite pleased. I mean, it hasn't been, very dangerous attacking threats from either side, but again, against a side of this quality, that's good for the boys. They're showing some good defensive resolve, and there hasn't really been anything of much substance as of yet.
Yes, thankfully that is the case at the moment. As Dorking have the ball here with Casey on the edge of the box then. Mewett. Defended well by the Beavers, and Deadfield could try and get away there, and it will be a free kick then to Hampton and Richmond for the free kick won by Sam Deadfield.
I thought I almost jinxed it.
Oh yeah, I was about to say no, surely not. And I'll tell you what, it's a lovely, gorgeous afternoon here at Beverley Stadium, and a lovely British Airways A380 has just crossed our skyline here. Which is probably the most exciting thing that's happened so far in this game at the moment. So free kick for Hampton Richmond then. It will be Matt Rowley to take, and it's a nice long ball forward. Looking to find Ashford. But Callum gets the knock on there, and looking to find the run of Denon Lewis, and Paul Field there. Paul Field just gets the better of Denon Lewis, and Rowley can get it away. And he finds Kretschmar. This is good from Hampton and Richmond Borough. Then that's a good run in to Fasamane. Fasamane's got lots of space here on the edge of the box here. Fasamane, can he pick out a Beavers player? Not quite, and it's cleared away. But Hampton Richmond Borough, they nearly kept it back, and Dorking Wanderers can take it away then and start an attack of their own with McCallum. Into Casey. Casey on the halfway line, and charging forward is Sidwell, and then that is safely in the hands of Matt Rowley. Well, that was a really good chance for Hampton Richmond Borough, wasn't it?
That was quite exciting, and something I'm noticing, I mean, we've seen Paul Field when he has played for us kind of streaking up that that right wing, but with someone like Denon Lewis, you definitely want to stay back, and he's part of that kind of defensive back three with Massey and Lacey. Sayers was a bit higher up on the pitch, so that's interesting that he's going to be hanging back a bit, but that shows the threat of someone like Denon Lewis.
Well, you're spot on with your analysis there, picking out Denon Lewis there as Hampton Richmond Borough nearly could just try and start an attack there of their own, but it will go out for goal kick then to the Wanderers. Harrison Fulks has been out injured already this season, back in the Dorking Wanderers side. Like I mentioned earlier, Dorking Wanderers have had their fair share of injuries. Obviously, of course, Charlie Carter, someone that's not featuring this afternoon. I don't actually know if it's whether it's an injury or if he's just not been selected for other reasons, but yeah, they certainly have their injury problems there. And no Jason Pryor either in the side today. Jason Pryor, 37 years of age, an absolute veteran of Dorking Wanderers, yes, but not in the side this afternoon.
No Alfie Rutherford either, out with an ankle injury, and Josh Taylor out with ACL as well.
Oh, an ACL, that is a real difficult one, isn't it?
Yeah.
As we hate to see it if any player gets an injury of that nature. Hampton Richmond Borough just doing their defensive duties at the moment, and Sam Deadfield gets in there to try and deflect that one away. Back with Massey, and then out to Sayers. Sayers looking for the run of Ashford, but it goes out for a throw-in to the Wanderers. So just over 11 minutes gone here at Beverley Stadium. Hampton Richmond Borough 0, Dorking Wanderers 0. Neither side having any great opportunities, but the best opportunity probably just came a few moments ago for Hampton Richmond Borough, with Fasamade and acres of space on the near side to then put the ball in. But Dorking Wanderers doing enough to get the ball away. But Hampton Richmond Borough might be able to have an attack here of their own here. That ball comes in from Ashford, and then deflected, and Brennan Camp gets it out for a throw into the Beavers. So Hampton slowly building here, Kayla.
Yeah, they're looking nice. That was nice control there by Ashford to bring it out to the wing and look for Fasamade in the box, where the ball is just cleared from Clark.
And then that will go out for another throw-in then for Dorking Wanderers.
Yep. I think it's those moments like that that we can really get attack. I mean, they are playing not as direct as you see a lot of other teams in this league. They're definitely looking to play to the feet, but that means that they're putting a lot of players forward, and so attacking on that counterattack will definitely be really important for us. And someone like Max Kretschmar is a great person to have in that attack, as well as Sam Ashford.
Absolutely. No, I promised I'd shout him out earlier, but shout out to a little off the top barbers. This the gentleman in there, Ronnie, cut my hair this morning, and I just want to shout out to a little off the top barbers. They are the best barbers in Hampshire, so thank you very much, Ronnie, for your expert skills in trimming my hair this morning. Just remembered that. Actually, he used to play for Badshot Lee, actually. Who did we sign from Badshot Lee, Tommy? Was it Alfie Williams or Archie Taylor? Can you remember?
Archie Taylor was Westfield. Alfie Williams wasn't Badshot.
Oh, but somebody was Badshot Lee. I can't.
Someone who had a bit there,
Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, back to the game in at hand. So Paul Field has it here, under a bit of pressure. Gets it away, but only as far as Dan Gallagher. Now Dorking have a bit of space to work with here. Out to Mewett. Brennan Camp's charging forward, but Mewett's under a bit of pressure there from Sayers. Puts it out, and it will be a throw in to the Wanderers.
A lot of rotation here as well, as I said, playing quite to the feet, but a lot of rotation. You just saw Brennan Camp making that kind of an inside run up the right side of the pitch for Dorking. Definitely going to be tough for our boys to keep track of all of those players kind of mixing and matching around the field, but
absolutely, yeah. You look at the likes, look at the number 46, Louis Annesley. Look, he's such a big fella at the back there. There are some real physical players, big players in that Dorking side.
Yep. And he's going up for the long throw.
Here we go.
Paul McCallum again.
So Paul McCallum then to take another long throw that's going to come into the box to cause problems for Matt Rowley. So the goal merchant that is Paul McCallum, in it comes. Oh, wow. And again, and safely in the hands again of Matt Rowley, but you just don't quite know, do you, if what was going to happen?
You never do, especially with someone like Annesley pushing. They're all pushing and shoving out right by the keeper, trying to make him miss the ball.
And Paul Field just couldn't quite keep that one under control. It goes out for a throw-in then to the Wanderers. Annesley with the throw. The Gibraltar international, I believe. Down the line it goes to find McCallum, but then Kretschmar can hook it. It's more up than away, but it's gone out for Hampton throw then. Paul Field to take this one. Paul Field's throw, looking to find Clark. Looking to find Ashford, sorry. And then a free kick for the Beavers then in a dangerous area.
Dangerous area indeed. Hopefully we can pack the box. I see Massey going forward as well as Lacey. We have Paul Field, the speedy Paul Field there at the half line, just on the back of Casey, just in case they get the ball and can clear it out for a counter-attack. Yeah,
and as you've already discussed, that Dorking Wanderers, they are pretty prolific in front of goal, but also defensively as well, they can be a bit shaky as well. So this is an excellent opportunity for the Beavers, and it is going to be Max Kretschmar, the player coach, that will be taking this free kick.
Deadfield is to his right as well, but it looks like Kretschmar's going to be hitting it.
Yeah. Oh yes, I did see it. You're right. Yes, Deadfield is also there. So, but yeah, it does look like Kretschmar will take this one for the Beavers. In it comes. It's dangerous. Oh, and it's just enough then for Dorking Wanderers to get it away, as they've got the run there of Patrick Casey now. But it's all gone all the way back to Rowley. Rowley gets away, and Annesley headers it down towards McShane. Oh, and that's very lively there from Ashford as he's they have to Richmond Borough nearly there, just managed to turn possession over towards the Beavers. It will now be a throw-in for Dorking Wanderers. Dorking's throw is not a great one. Hampton Richmond Borough can win the ball back, and what's that been called for?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's been. Not quite too sure what the lines was calling that for there. But anyway, it will be a free kick then to Dorking Wanderers. Thank you to all those tuning in on the watch along. It seems that Kayleigh's got quite a few fans tuning in this afternoon, supporting him, which is great to see. So thank you very much. To be fair, we've both had very kind comments, so thank you very much to everybody tuning in. And that free kick again, it's a big one, but safely in the hands of Matt Rowley. So it would seem that the only threat that Dorking have posed so far, Kayleigh, is the long throw-ins from Paul McCallum.
Yeah, but I mean, all it takes, wow, nice from that.
Ooh, big challenge there from Harry Sidwell.
Nice from Kretschmar, though, to get around his man first before that kind of crunching tackle came in.
Oh, that ball comes off Deadfield, and now Dennon Lewis is on the charge here, and Alan Massey's going to have to get back, and Rowley can get there and thumps it away.
Shows you the speed, though. I mean, there was three guys tracking back, 3 Beavers tracking back, and Dennon Lewis beat them all almost to the ball. Only Matt Rowley could.
Scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Annesley's ball again goes all the way through to Matt Rowley.
You're right, though. I would say that chance with Fasamade in the box would be although not a very dangerous chance, wouldn't rank high on the XG, but
no.
Definitely probably the highest any keeper's heart rate has gone this game so far.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, as Fasamade finds Sam Deadfield out to Sayers on the far side then. Sayers got a bit of work to do here as he tries to get away from Mewett, and then Mewett just puts it out for a throw to Hampton Richmond Borough. Really good work there from Sayers. As again, we just know that work rate from Dorking Wanderers. You know the quality they've got in the side. That ball goes all the way back to Massey. Back to Rowley. And then Matt Rowley looking to find Fasamani. Fasamani, oh, does he keep it in? He does. And Kretschmar can collect. And this is in with Clark. And that's gone out for a corner ball to the Beavers.
Another nice tackle there.
Yeah, really good bit of play there from the debutant Taylor Clark, on loan from Chelmsford City. Oh, actually, is it good? Yeah. It's going to be a corner. Yeah, it is a corner. I was going to say, because I saw Kiernan there. That's what was going on. Right, corner. In it comes. At the back post. And it's always headed or punched away. It's going as far as Kretschmar, and then either a foul or offside has just been called there.
You can hear the groans, though, from the crowd. I think everybody was hoping that he would cock it back and really go for that shot there.
Yeah, really hoping for Hampton Richmond to try and get their noses in front of us. 20 minutes have passed here in TW12. Hampton Richmond Borough 0, Dorking Wanderers 0. Like Kelly has said, it's, neither side really having any real dangerous opportunities just yet. And that ball's looking to find Kiernan. And then Tony Craig thumping it away, but only as far as Sayers, and Sayers will header that out for a throw-in to the Beavers. Brennan Camp with the throw-in, and then Alan Massey first to it. And Taylor Clark has won it back here for the Beavers, and Sam Deadfield in a bit of space now. Break on for Hampton Richmond Borough. Fasamane on the near side. Fasamane's going to charge for Annesley. He does so well. Still, Fasamane, lovely bit of skill.
Put Annesley on his knee.
He certainly did, and Clark still has it now. Back to Fasamane. Paul Field. Paul Field's ball in. Headed away by Dorking. Oh, and then the spectacular there for Ashford. It looks like he's going to try and do something on bicycle kick, but and that might have gone out for a corner. Yes, it has. Okay. That's poor from Harrison Folks, as he does not get a hold of that, and it's gone out for a corner. Mark White will be furious with that.
Another very, very positive spell of play from the boys, and I mean, with the crowd behind them, you can see some of these Dorking players are jumping into tackles early. It might be some nerves in play, and that can help us kind of break the deadlock early on.
Certainly can. It's played short to Kiernan. Back to Kretschmar. Kretschmar's going to whip that one in. In it comes, and it's away by Dorking, only as far as Deadfield. Deadfield into Massey. Massey back to Field, and Field's going to whip that one in. Fuchs looks like, Fuchs punches that one away, and it was offside anyway. Well, I was also just thinking as well, Max Kretschmar will be well versed with Paul McCallum, obviously with his time at Wealdstone, so both in the National League. So, yeah, having Max Kretschmar play, I think, actually is a real asset, because he's almost... Well, obviously he's he's part of the coaching staff, but obviously I know he's not the captain today. Of course, it's Alan Massey, but that's another veteran on the pitch, Kayleigh. That says that, that's going to be good for the young boys.
It really, really will. I mean, having him on the pitch as well as part of that coaching staff, the same as we saw in that brief couple game stint with Alan Massey. I think that there is some kind of camaraderie, obviously, when you play on the pitch and you share the pitch with somebody. And so if they're giving you that advice, that helps what we heard Dow say to Seb White before the game with that buy-in. You're playing alongside someone. You're of course going to be more likely to buy into what they say and the football that they want to see you play.
Absolutely, and another opportunity for Hampton Richmond to break forward here, and it's offside again.
How many times? That's his fifth time.
And on that note, I'll also just say there's a January sale happening at the club shop here. 20% off everything in our club shop. So if you do pass through TW12 and you want to get one of these lovely hoodies that I've got on here that I'm sporting at the moment, it's very comfy, it's very warm, and you can look like one of the players because it's exactly what the players wear. So please feel free to drop down. There is a 20% off on all items in the club shop. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully you can take advantage of that. But hopefully Hampton and Richmond Borough can take advantage of the current scoreline and try and be the first team to go in front here as 24 minutes have gone at Beverley Stadium. There's a throw-in to the Wanderers here. And it's Brennan Camp to take the throw-in. Looking to find McCallum, but Alan Massey was first to the ball. Again, another throw-in for the Wanderers.
Nice little nudge there from Massey to get him off the ball. It's hard to move somebody like Paul McCallum with such a big stature.
Yeah, he's an absolute unit. And shouts for a penalty there. Now, I didn't really quite see that because I was watching the flight of the ball, but shouts for a penalty there on Paul McCallum, but the referee says no, play on. So it's a goal kick then to the Beavers.
Boys are bunching up to the right side of the pitch, just above the half line for Rowley to give it a nice hoof there.
Yeah, and hopefully it will be a Beavers player to get there first, but no, instead it's Dan Gallagher, brother of Conor Gallagher, who have just signed for £35 million, I think it is, for Tottenham Hotspur. So Conor Gallagher returning to the Premier League. This is Mewett. Mewett's cross in was deflected out for a corner then to Dorking Wanderers.
Annesley again heading towards the box, seeing Paul McCallum there, Brendan Camp. I think set pieces, especially when they can put enough men in the box, is going to be a difficult time, but a short corner here.
Oh, and then what's going on here? Linesman is just
going to retake it. I think
yes.
The ball might have been off its mark there.
Yes.
Maybe just a few inches off.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Let's see if they go for the short corner again. It seems that there was some sort of choreographed play there.
Yeah, look, you can see on the edge of the 18-yard box there, the Dorking players lined up, ready to attack. Ball comes in, and it is attacked! Oh, and it's in the back of the net! And it is the Gibraltar international, Louis Annesley, to get Dorking Wanderers in front here with 27 minutes gone. It's Hampton Richmond Borough 0, Dorking Wanderers 1. Well, we did know at the start of the stream that, you know, Dorking Wanderers are a side with a lot of quality, and it's just shown there, Kayleigh.
Yeah, and I think that corner retake might have given a bit of trouble to the boys. Obviously, they went short on the first go, and on the second go, you saw Brendan Camp rush directly to the near post, and I think he was tracked by two players, and that created some space here. The penalty spot, ball got knotted down, a bit of chaos in the box, and Annesley was there to kind of just poke it in into the roof of the net.
Yeah, Louis Annesley stands at, well, I don't know, but it's certainly more than 6 foot, isn't it?
Yeah,
I want to say it's like 6'4", 5". He's a really tall bloke.
Must be. I walked by him on the way in earlier this morning, and my neck was definitely like that. So, tall guy.
Yeah, classic. How's the weather up there? Conversation starter with him. That ball's gone straight back to him, and he's had to go back to Harrison Fulks, and then it's Denon Lewis trying to charge onto that, but it goes out for a throw into the Beavers.
Unfortunate. I think that we definitely had a bit of momentum there. Hopefully we can keep that up, obviously going down 1-0, but we weren't playing poorly before. That was open play. I think we were, as Fasamade and Field hit the ball into one another, but I think we had that momentum. Hopefully the players can continue to communicate and play and flow well as they were earlier this game.
And there's the goal scorer then, Annesley, on the throw-in here, back on the halfway line.
Chelsea up 1-0.
Oh yeah, oh dear, Chelsea 1-0 up though. Who got the goal, Mark? Do let us know. Because, do I have any Chelsea players in my fantasy team? No, I don't. So I always don't care, Mark. No, I'm joking. Mark, I would actually like to know, please, who the goal scorer was for the Blues. Because I know you're a fan of Chelsea, I believe. So. Oh, João Pedro, is it? Oh, sorry, Casey's beating you to it, Mark. It's João Pedro. But thank you anyway. So, Kiernan then trying to chase this one down. It comes off Brennan Camp. Oh, well, no, it came off Kiernan apparently. So it will be a throw in then to the Wanderers. As the Dorking fans are in full voice as they are currently 1 goal to the good.
McCallum is going back for another long throw. This is a bit long, I would say, especially with not enough room to do that kind of big run-up that you would expect on a bigger field.
You just think that's going to get in the box somehow, isn't it?
It will. It'll float in there. You'll probably be able to count to 5 before the ball lands on someone's head.
Yeah, how does one do that? Like, how can you get that in there? And you're spot on. Look in, it comes then. It's gone all the way through. Still with the Wanderers. And then Massey can get it away as far as Deadfield can. Hampton Richmond Borough start an attack here. Kiernan's going to try and pick somebody out, but Dorking can win the ball back here. Oh, and then Dan Gallagher's just brought down, and we have free kick then to Dorking Wanderers. Oh, and well, Kretschmar doesn't believe it was. I mean, yeah, it did look a bit soft to me, so yeah. A few of the media team here as well behind us are a little bit concerned as to why that was given. So James McShane then to take the free kick for the Wanderers. In it, well, it just goes all the way through and it'll go out for a goal kick.
Four-second count, by the way, on that throw-in.
Wow.
That's how long it took from leaving the hands to making its way to someone's foot.
Just effortlessly just gliding through, you know. Incredible. So that's a nice little flick on then from Ashford into Kiernan. Oh, and Craig manages to, it was more up than away. And then Casey's chasing this one down. It goes all the way back to Rowley. And then Rowley into Fasamade. But the header goes straight to Devon Lewis. And then Craig. The ball goes long, and then Hampton Richmond put it out for a throw in to the Wanderers. And Brennan Camp is down at the moment, so just see what's going on with Brennan Camp here.
He's holding his face.
Yeah, is he taking a bit of a whack?
But he's getting up. He looks like he's good to go. That would be another tough loss for the team if they had somebody go off this early.
Yes, it would. Brennan Camp is one of Dorking's standout players. So another one of these trademark Paul McCallum throws then.
Yeah.
In it comes, it lofts in, goes as far as Massey's shot, and then it's just wide by Casey.
It's just so hard to defend against those. I mean, it's just that chaos that's created once the ball drops. All you need to do is get it to someone's head, just nod it down, and it's anybody's ball.
And essentially, almost with the tactic with it, like you're saying, is, you know, just don't bother headering it on towards goal. Just head it down, and then someone just absolutely put their laces through it, and then there's a fairly good chance it's going to go in the back of the net.
Interesting, though, I think there is a bit of planning that goes into that, because while we were talking about Camp being down holding his face, I was looking, Mark White and his coaching staff were signaling to McCallum as well as the players in the box certain movements to go. So maybe there is a bit of method behind that madness.
And there's a bit of method here from Jimmy Mewett as the ball's whipped in, and Hampton Richmond Borough get it out for another throw into Dorking. So yeah, a bit of Dorking pressure at the moment.
Yeah, the tide definitely turned after that goal. Even with that foul that I think some of the Beavers thought was a bit harsh on the boys, there was a bit of frustration, and you can see that playing into the game as well. So I think you know, the crowd, the coaching staff, the boys on the pitch just kind of need to all become one and really just keep pushing and return to the form that we had for the first, you know, almost half an hour of the game.
Spot on. And it's another trademark McCallum throw in, but Massey gets there for the first time there. But it's only as far as Annesley. Annesley to McCallum. Oh, this is dangerous. Dorking have another opportunity here. Paulfield just about gets it away, only as far as Denon Lewis. Back in again. Hampton need to clear it. And they do just about, but the danger's still not gone. McShane! And McShane's ball goes wide. Excuse me.
That was another dangerous moment there. I think I think when the ball does drop on a set piece, there's a lot of kind of players that are running into space, and it's tough to track somebody in the box. The ball has just been kicked by Rowley up to Kretschmar, but Mute has dispossessed him. There's been a foul called, though, on James McShane.
Thank you very much for covering me there,
No problem at all.
Yeah, you could clearly see I was in a bit of difficulty myself, so just had to relieve my nostrils there, because they were under a bit of pressure, very much like Hampton and Richmond Borough have been for the last 5-10 minutes or so.
Yep, Deadfield on the dead ball. Hopefully he can make something happen. Player of the month for December.
Indeed he is. So opportunity for the Beavers then. Sam Deadfield, like we say, standing over this free kick. Can Hampton and Richmond Borough get themselves back on level terms here? As this would be a very good time to do it. Ball comes in, and it's gone all the way out for a goal kick.
Just a little long.
Just a little too much on it. So goal kick then for Dorking Wanderers Harrison Volks to take. And it's a nice long ball forward, looking to find Paul McCallum, which he does, and finds Casey. Casey back to Sidwell. Clark can dispossess Sidwell here. He's done very well here, Clark, and now the counter starts for Hampton Richmond Borough here. Here comes Clark. Clark charging forward. He's looking to find another Beavers player. He's going to whip it in. Oh, it's very low, and Annesley can collect into Casey. Oh, this is a good break on for Dorking Wanderers. Denon Lewis on the charge here. He's only got Massey ahead of him. He gets round Massey. He's going to go for a shot. No, he's not. And it goes to McCallum. McCallum into Casey! And it's a goal for Dorking Wanderers. Patrick Casey putting the Wanderers 2 goals in front here. I think we were looking for an offside flag, but we haven't seen one. So it is a second goal then for the Wanderers. Hampton Richmond Borough 0, Dorking Wanderers 2.
Yeah, Lewis looked like he was in on goal just at the top of the 18-yard box, and he slotted the ball through to McCallum, who I thought he took a bit long of a touch towards the touchline, but he was able to cut the ball back onto the foot of Casey. That is his 5th goal now in 4 starts.
Yes, it certainly is. Patrick Casey proving to be very prolific in front of goal.
And just before they came on that blistering attack, it looked like we were moving forward. Clark was progressing the ball quite quickly, and he looked like he could get in a good position and try to find somebody, but there just was no one there.
So work to do then for the Beavers, as Hampton Richmond Borough need to try and get themselves back in this game if they can. This is Kiernan. Kretschmar
has switched sides. Him and Fasamade have done a flip. Fasamade is now on the left-hand side of attack, where Kiernan is on the right.
Yeah, you're spot on. And that's Paul Field. Paul Field's ball in. Oh, this is down for Ashford. Can he try and get a shot away? Oh, just about, but it gets deflected and it goes for a corner for Hampton Richmond Borough.
Yep, just blocked by Tony Craig there. That's what you'd like to see, though, after any goal. You'd like to see the boys getting in the final third, and whether the shot goes on goal or not, that's progressive. It's good positive play. Let's see if we can make something happen on the corner.
It's a short one into Deadfield. Well, it's kind of short, and Deadfield goes for the shot there. Shouts for handball. Still with Hampton Richmond Borough. Kretschmar in, away by Dorking. Only as far as Kiernan. Back to Clark, into Fasamade, and then Dorking can win the ball back here. But then Clark wins it back for the Beavers. Still Clark. Fasamade into the box. Can someone get a shot away? No. Dorking clear it. And this is Lacey. And there's a poor touch there, and it goes out for a throw-in for the Wanderers.
Must be tough for Lacey in the last few games since he's joined us. He's been playing on the right, but obviously with the addition of Field, he's moved into that center half role. I don't think he's been poor, but I mean he has 2 goals in his last few games, and I mean he could be useful in that right back position, but a bit smaller, a bit less physical than someone like Field. And
Yeah, I
a
think
winger like Lewis, it would be a good matchup to put field
yeah. So Kin, and then it just goes out for another throw in then to Dorking Wanderers. So Annesley with a throw. Oh, Paul Field has just got his studs in there by Casey, but he looks like he's going to be okay. And then a free kick then to Hampton Richmond Borough.
Go on, get the red one out. The ref's bad enough to actually give a red card here. That's the funny thing.
So, well, what's going on here then? Because Jimmy Mewett is protesting a lot with the referee here.
Looks like he left his feet to get the ball kind of outstretched, but...
And is he going to go into the book here?
He looks like he will be.
Yeah, I think he is. I think that's going to be a yellow card for Mewett.
It's always going to give a yellow.
Yep, yellow card for Mewett. The first bit of cheese of the afternoon going the way of Dorking Wanderers.
First bit of cheese. I love that.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
that now.
Kayla, you're not your first time on the watch along. It's not my first rodeo with that lingo.
I'm usually not too far away. So
Oh, to be fair, yeah. You are
with
familiar.
the charcuterie board.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, cracky. We don't want any of those this afternoon.
No.
So free kick then for Hampton Richmond Borough. Sam Deadfield takes that free kick then. Oh, and it's dropped down, but then Sidwell clears it away. And Matt Rowley will collect. Nice pass out to Paul Field then, as Hampton Richmond Borough need to start applying the pressure on the Wanderers. Sayers trying to find Ashford into Kretschmar. Ashford's going to charge down, and then Fulks could get it away, but only as far as Kretschmar there, and Dorking have it now with McCallum. Goes out for a throw-in to Hampton Richmond Borough. And then James McShane is just down on the deck here himself. But he gets up and he's going to be okay. So throw in then for the Beavers. Charlie Sayers pulls it forward, and then Dorking Wanderers can win it back. McCallum finding that run of Dennon Lewis, but Paul Field will get there first. And again, it's been a big battle between those two this afternoon already. Oh, and then Tony Craig there on Sam Ashford. Oh, and he's giving it the other way.
That is the other way. That is terrible.
Did go down a bit easy there.
Well,
Always that way. It's not.
I don't know. Tommy doesn't think so.
No, I think it's a foul. I think he's got it right.
Oh, you think he's got it right? Oh, okay.
I'm annoyed with our striker who's been offside 8 times and then does that.
If you've just heard the words there of Tommy there.
He's tried to head it, he's just stepped across it, and he's just gone.
So Sam Ashford has been caught offside a few times so far this game, but fingers crossed we could limit that going into the second half, and Hampton Richmond Borough can get back amongst the goals. So McShane then takes the free kick.
It's just.
Alan Massey gets there first into Ashford, and then he goes all the way back to Fulks. And then Ainsley nearly gets there, but Alan Massey keeps it in to allow Hampton Richmond Borough to start an attack going forward, but it will now be a Dorking Wanderers throw. And when it's a Dorking Wanderers throw, you know what that means.
Paul McCallum on that sideline there.
Absolutely. So more danger for Hampton Richmond Borough to try and watch out and avert. McCallum, long throw in again. Oh, and it's just flicked on, and Rowley just does enough to stop it going out for a corner.
I think it still is a corner.
Oh.
Might have got to it.
Did it?
Just
Ah,
yeah.
Damn it. So corner then for Dorking Wanderers. As we are approaching the end of this first half with just under 30 seconds left of regular time remaining. Hampton Richmond Borough 0, Dorking Wanderers 2. Goals coming courtesy of Louis Annesley and Patrick Casey. Then comes that corner then at the back and goes out for a goal kick this time. And we are going to see how many additional minutes we're going to have at the end of this first half for the fourth official. As we are just about to find out. As Matt Rowley will take the goal kick, and I think we're just about to see it here, are we?
Might be having some technical difficulties there on his electronic board.
Yes, as well. We don't know how many minutes it is yet, so I don't know how long play's going to go on for just yet. But free kick again to Dorking Wanderers then. Okay. So I know it's definitely less than 5 because he's putting one hand up to issue it. Is it 1 or 2?
Looked like that, but I can't.
Yeah, it looks like it's 1 or 2.
That far, yeah.
I think it's 1 or 2. So we're going to go with that then. So
50 seconds of which has already elapsed.
Yes, so just over a minute of what we believe is to be additional time. Free kick taken by the Wanderers into Craig, still dangerous.
Flag is up.
And the flag is up anyway, yes, for offside.
It's just every time the ball comes in, and it's a lofted ball across a corner, a throw-in, the many throw-ins that have happened in this game, it seems like everybody holds their breath in the stadium because, you know, you have so many big bodies, so many physical players kind of crashing.
Yeah, there's not been too much for Hampton Richmond Borough fans to get excited about towards the end of this first half, as it has been Dorking pretty much on the pressure. As Kretschmar tries to win the ball back for the Beavers, but it goes back to Dorking with Craig. Back to Harrison Fulks. Trying to find McCallum. Oh, a nice little turn from Casey, but Alan Massey read it and he gets the ball back. Oh, and he's dispossessed there. This is dangerous. And then Charlie Sayers just then lumps it away, but more towards the side, and then that'll go out then for a Dorking Wanderers throw. As the floodlights just start to come on here. And there we go. That brings the end of the first half then. Hampton Richmond Borough 0, Dorking Wanderers 2. The goals coming courtesy of the Gibraltar international Louis Annesley and the number 22 Patrick Casey, who's, like Kayleigh's just said, 5 goals in 4 games now for the Charlton Athletic at Loney. Dorking Wanderers very much been dominant towards the end of this first half. I mean, Kayleigh, just talk us through that first half.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely started out quite positive. I think there was a good energy in the stadium. There was a buzz. There was optimism that we could break the deadlock and be the first team to score. We had that opportunity. We had a couple with Fasen Made up this right side in that half space there, looking positive. There was nothing too threatening, though, for either goalie until about the 25th minute mark, when unfortunately, on another ball just being dropped into the box, Annesley was able to stab it up into the net. 1-0 down, and immediately things did change. That positivity that we saw within the first half did slowly drown until we saw Patrick Casey score the second, and then I think that energy definitely did leave the team even more so. So I think this break will be welcomed by Douse and the boys. A bit of a restructure. We saw that swap of the wingers there, Fasen Made and Kiernan, which I do like. I am a fan of. I thought Fasen Made was having a bit of trouble with Annesley. He is a lot bigger. Kiernan is slightly bigger. He looks like he might have more physicality to kind of fend off those challenges, because on your back, someone that's that big. I mean, I was looking up at him. I'm 6 foot, 200 pounds, 90 kilos, however you want to go at it. I was looking up. I wouldn't want to be on the wing with him. So I do like that change. Another one that I noted, Aaron Lacey as well in that center half spot. Maybe a switch with Charlie Sayers to give us a bit more attacking prowess. I mean, 2 goals for Aaron Lacey. Maybe he might be able to give us something, because we do need goals.
Yeah, we certainly do. And I guess on that note then, Kayleigh, would you like to take us through the halftime scores.
You go for it.
No. I always let the co-commentator do it. So no, please take us through the halftime scores in the Enterprise National League South.
Not yet reached halftime. Chelmsford and Weston-super-Mare 0-0. That is Taylor Clark's former team. Chippenham and Ebbsfleet 2-0 at halftime for Ebbsfleet. Dagenham and Redbridge versus Salisbury, 45th minute, 0-0, but a red card to Dagenham. Dover and Bath, 1-0 Dover. Farnborough and Chesham, 1-0 Chesham. Obviously, we have us here on the FUT Mob 2-0 if you're just joining us here at halftime for Dorking Wanderers. Hemel Hempstead is down 2-0 to Slough. And Hornchurch is up 2-0 to Eastbourne Borough. Maidenhead, Enfield, another 0-0 with a red card. Tunbridge, Taunton, 1-1, another red card. And Torquay, Maidstone is 1-1 with another red card. And league leaders Worthing are facing Horsham, another 0-0. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 red cards at half across the league.
Wow, sorry about that. You had to draw my mic down there. So yeah, loads of red cards there going around with, and I'm just trying to see if we can find out who the red cards have gone for.
That one looks like it's just been dished out.
Yeah, the Dagenham Ribbish one has just been dished out there, and oh well. The red card in the Enfield Town game has gone to former Hampton Richmond Borough player Rory Donaldson, has been shown the red Leicester, as it were. And yeah, another recent dished out red card there for AFC Totton. Marcus Sablier, former Hampton Richmond Borough player, getting a goal for Tunbridge Angels in that one. And Cisse as well getting the red card there for Maidstone United. So some interesting scorelines then around the National League South at the moment then. Well, so Kelly then, you know, Hampton Richmond Borough, they've got a bit of work to do. I mean, if you're Douse and you're looking at that bench, what sort of changes do you think you'd like to make?
I mean, he was presented with goal of the month, Rhys Gregor-Cox. We know that he can always give us kind of a moment of brilliance. I mean, he's a very, very good player, obviously, former QPR player. He can always give us something that we need. He can pull a goal out of almost nowhere. I remember the first game that I was here. He took a ball. It was against AFC Croydon. Took the ball over his shoulder and just one touch, sent the ball over the goalkeeper. So that's somebody, I mean, in attack, I wasn't too displeased, and I did, as I said, like that kind of switch on the wings. I don't think you'd want to make too many changes. I was a really big fan of Taylor Clark in that first half, former West Ham and Ipswich Academy player. Fun fact.
There you go.
I don't know if I would take anybody. I mean, I think obviously a debut for Edwino Vaz. That is a left back. Maybe if we wanted to keep Lacey in the middle, put Vaz there. I know you might know a bit more about him than I do, but what do you think he could offer maybe coming on?
Edwino Vaz, he is very prolific on the left-hand side, and he has got the ability to put a good ball in the box. And he has been on the score sheet when he was at Averley. He was really attacking going forward. So Edwino Vaz, I really do think would be someone I'd like to see come on there. And even Jordan Greenidge as well. You know, he's a big boy. You know, he's someone who can be very physical up there against that Dorking defence. So that would be somebody I potentially would like to see as well.
That might be needed, that physicality, because obviously with someone like Annesley, he's not even in the centre back role, but just that whole defensive line is quite physical. So having somebody big at top, I think that Ashford has had trouble dealing with some of the defenders at his back. It's been messing with his touch. He hasn't been able to be able to lay the ball off, hold it up. So somebody that's a bit bigger and as well behind, maybe as we've seen Kretschmar come off in the later stages of the second half, somebody like a Ronan Silva coming in that 10 role. I think he offers a lot of creativity. He's really good at finding the open spaces. You know, a great shot on him. Great ability to find his teammates. So maybe that could offer us some creativity in the attack. I think we do need some fresh legs. I think we need somebody has hit the crossbar.
Yeah, there's a crossbar challenge going on at half-time here, and one of the young lads there has just hit the crossbar. Yeah, quite difficult to do. Let's see if this chap can hit the crossbar here. And we've got Billy the Beaver watching on as well. Oh, nearly.
Just under the crossbar.
Just under the crossbar. Well, let's turn our attention then now to all things Premier League then, as there's plenty of fixtures going on in the Premier League at the moment. The early kick-off was the Manchester derby, Man United 2, Manchester City 0. So a great win for Michael Carrick and his side. So, well, Kayla, on that moment then, you know, Michael Carrick being chosen as the person to succeed Ruben Amorim on an interim basis.
Yep.
Well, A, out of all the potential candidates, do you think that's the right call? And B, do you reckon Ruben Amorim, was it right for him to be sacked?
See, this is the thing, because I think there were other times and runs of performance where it would have been more suitable for him to see the door. But we know that it was based off of his comments, his head coach comments. There was a bit of tension between him and Director of Football Jason Wilcox, as well as Jim Ratcliffe was quoted saying that he was in a meeting with other executives saying that the tactics are decided here in this boardroom, not on the pitch. So there was that creative differences, tension, power dynamic that Amorim just wasn't having it, and neither were United. I do think it was the right decision. I don't think that we were sixth when he was sacked. I don't think we would have made, I say we because I'm a United.
I was just about to say. There we go.
And I don't think we would have gone too much higher. Obviously that 3-4-3 wasn't a super popular formation either, and it was something that he was very stubborn on. They were getting figured out, and obviously this switch, call it a new manager bounce or not, but I mean, a 2-0 win in the Manchester derby, I mean, it doesn't really get any better than that. If Ratcliffe's probably jumping for joy, ready to give Carrick a long-term deal if he could.
Put whatever he wants, sign the contract. There you go.
That's all you need to do. I mean, it's the best result that you could have, bar none, as a new manager. It was a hard match. They are title contenders as well, and it's not just the derby. It's a very good team. So I think Carrick. I mean, I know that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was as well in the running. I know that Oliver Glasner was high up on their list. He is leaving Palace at the end of the season, so maybe he could be that next season appointment. But I think that Carrick was the right decision for him. A midfielder. We've had some midfield problems. Can offer that wisdom. Playing at United, really loves the club, knows the club, so I think it was a good appointment, and I mean, this result shows that.
Absolutely, and plenty of other games happening around in the Premier League at the moment. One to highlight there: Tottenham Hotspur 0, West Ham United 1. So, I think it was dubbed on Sky Sports earlier this week. Can't remember by which person, but El Sacico, because obviously both managers under pressure there, Thomas Frank and Nuno Espirito Santo there. Do you think that whoever loses that game will get the sack?
I don't think Nuno will if they lose to Tottenham. I mean, they are up right now.
Yes.
But I think the reverse might happen, because obviously there is such a big difference. Obviously, Tottenham is going through a tough period, but nonetheless, they're a much better side than West Ham. So I don't think that that's something that you would fault Nuno for if they were to lose. It's losing against a better team. They're not on a good run, but I think that they are going to give him a bit more of a grace period. And I did read in the Athletic that sources with knowledge of the situation were willing to give him past this game. So I don't think that, but the reverse, Thomas Frank, that might happen. That could happen.
Well,
that's horrible. Someone in the chat has asked what the score is. It is 2-0 for Dorking at halftime.
There you go.
Unfortunate. There are goals by Louis Annesley and Patrick Casey, his fifth in 4 starts.
But there you go. Do let us know about your thoughts then on Manchester United there, with the sacking of Ruben Amorim and Michael Carrick being the interim manager. And also, let us know your thoughts on Thomas Frank as well, and Nuno Espirito Santo on their futures as well at their respective clubs there. So, we heard it here first. Kaylee saying that Thomas Frank, well, if the score stays as it is, you believe that Thomas Frank will get the sack?
I think he could. I'm not sure who they have up next, but I mean, it's either this game or the next game if they don't have if they don't get the results that they need. I mean, there was a bit of tension between the players and Thomas Frank. There was some tension, and I mean, when you have tension between the players and the manager and the results aren't there, it's one thing if there is tension and you're winning games, but if you're not, why are you going to keep them?
Well, they're at home to Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League, but their next game in the Premier League is away at Burnley. And I mean,
surely if they lose that, it's over.
Well, I think you could very well be right. And then other big news in the Premier League as well. Mark Gahey signing for. I don't know if is it agreed or is the deal actually done?
I believe it is agreed.
So okay, so it's not been formally announced yet.
Yeah, not by the clubs, but by Fabrizio Romano, which is about as close to official as you can get.
Very reliable
Here
source.
we go, basically.
Yes, here we go on Mark Gahey then. So and it's reported £20 million, I believe, but he would have gone for free in the summer. So £20 million for Mark Gahey. Good value.
I think that's great value. I mean, again, considering his contract situation, it kind of backs Palace into a corner. They don't have much negotiating they can do, so they're going to take what they can get. £20 million is £20 million more than zero. So, I mean, you're going to take it, but on the side of City, that is great business. I mean, for probably the best English centre-half that you can find around right now. £20 million couldn't even sign you somebody that's maybe 5th or 6th on that list if they had a longer contract with their team. So I think that's great business. And I mean, obviously we saw in the game today, they have a lot of injuries in that defense. So as quickly as he can come, whenever he does put that shirt on, he'll be of help and he'll walk into that starting lineup.
Yeah, it's Kustanov and Alenia.
Yeah.
I must say, I've got to admit, I've not heard of Alenia.
Yeah, he's played in the last couple games. Was playing for the youth team up until just very recently.
No,
so
was he?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
They are in need. If you look at their injury list, it is just almost endless. And then on the attack side, you have Marmouche, who's still unable to play because of AFCON. It just goes on and on and on. You have Stones, you have Diaz, obviously the two kind of stalwarts in that position.
Gladio.
It's most of their back line. There's almost no one there.
Wow. And
look at their bench as well. Like I'm sure you might not even recognize some of the people in the bench.
I mean, there are numbers as high as 91 on this bench. You know, I mean, that is just mental. Well, that does mean then the late kickoff then Nottingham Forest at home to Arsenal then. I mean, Arsenal then, obviously, we're just talking there about Man City's injuries there. Do you now think that, well, this is going to be Arsenal's title to win?
I mean, everybody's thought that it was Arsenal's title to win the last 2 years when they have, quote-unquote, bottled it.
Yes.
Sorry to any Arsenal
So any
fans.
Arsenal fans in the chat, apologies. You've just been called out there.
But, I mean, any Arsenal fan seeing that scoreline would say it's a huge boost to dropping 3 full points, as the season continues to progress, especially with a fixture like Nottingham Forest. I mean, home or away, Arsenal are going to be favourites against almost any team in the league, and Nottingham has not been in the greatest of form. So you'd think that if they were to win this game, that gives them another 3-point cushion. Everybody is going to say surely they can't lose it, but I mean, they can. Anybody can. That's all it takes. City is notorious for going on those runs mid to late in the season. So you might see a couple points dropped by Arsenal and a lot gained by City. And it's more ground to gain, but we've seen bigger gaps be closed. So.
And then just one more quick thing. Quick note on Brentford as well. Brentford, I mean, what a season they're having. I know they're losing to Chelsea at the moment. They're 7th place at the moment. They're very local to Hampton, Richmond Borough. And of course, we have got some Brentford fans that I know regularly tune into the chat. I mean, what a season Brentford are having under Keith Andrews.
Amazing
I can't lie, I had Brentford to be potential relegation favourites. I can't lie. But what a season they're having.
It has been great, and I think that there's he's a real personable person. I've had the pleasure of being at some of the press conferences for Brentford. Especially it was around the time when Igor Thiago was really on fire, and a lot of questions were asked, and I mean, he talks about confidence in his players. He talks about having belief in his players, having support around the team, and I think that's something that you see on the field. It reflects on the field. These are players that are having fun. Igor Thiago scored weeks and weeks ago and jumped into the arms of Keith Andrews, and he was holding him, and it's just when you have a team like that, opposite of Thomas Frank with Tottenham, where there is that tension, but when you have cohesion within the team, I mean, and players willing to play, the leadership of Henderson, Ihor Yarmouk has been amazing as well. I think that things are just really clicking for them this season, and the long throws. I mean, Paul McCallum knows all about the long throws. I mean, it has partially changed tactics in the Premier League. I mean, people are really, they're one of the more influential teams this season in terms of the way that they play. Michael Coyote's been on fire. I mean, it's just, things are really working for them. I mean, long term we'll see, but right now they're great. Okay, thank you very much for your insights there on the Premier League then, as we'll now turn our attention back to the National League South. It's the second half of this tie with Hampton Richmond Borough taking on Dorking Wanderers, and the second half has just got underway then. Dorking Wanderers getting us started then, as Louis Annesley
trying to head that ball forward, but Hampton Richmond Borough just playing a little bit of head tennis at the moment, and it will be a throw-in then to the Beavers. Paul Field to take. Maya 003 down the Beavers. Yeah, I know it's yeah, not the right score at the moment, but fingers crossed we can get back on level terms. Hopefully that would be something for Hampton Richmond Borough. But it's going to be it's going to be a big ask. But it doesn't look like there have been any changes at half time from what I can see.
No, but they have done the flip once again. Kiernan is back on that left side in the attack, whereas Fasenmade is on the right, paired up with Annesley on defense. That is his man. So hopefully he'll be able to get over that physicality, that difference in size. But I mean, clearly there's something Douse has seen to switch them back and see if he can maybe exploit some of the pace. But Annesley looked pretty quick on the wing, so we'll see.
We'll have to see what happens as Hampton Richmond Borough nearly win it back there, but it's with McShane. And then well intercepted by Paul Field as Paul Field finds Fasenmade. Back to Field. Still Field on the far side. Ball comes into the box, it was dangerous, into Ashford. Out to Clark. Kretschmar in. And Kretschmar brings that ball back to Paul Field. Deadfield. That goes all the way back to Lacey. And then Rowley thumps it long. And Craig wins it first. Sayers tries to get the second to it. It's Deadfield. Oh, and it's going to be a free kick then to Dorking Wanderers. And the referee is just calling over Alan Massey to have a little chat with him.
Now, I must say, if you are looking at history, the last 5 fixtures, there have been more than 3 goals scored. So, based on that, there is at least one more goal in this game. Now, who it will be for,
it was yet to be seen. No.
But there likely will be another goal. I mean, if we just go off history, there could be.
Is it a saying, history never lies? Well, yeah, it must be, because history is history. It's what's already happened. So, there you go. Yeah, so history doesn't lie, everybody. Anyway, free kick comes in. And then it's cleared away by Clark. Ashford can get there, and it's a gentle touch, but Gallagher can win it back for Dorking Wanderers. Goes all the way back to Harrison Fulks, sorry. Massey finding Kiernan. Looked nice little 1-2, but Tony Craig will collect, and it's back to Fulks. Fulks. It's poor ball long, and it's found Sam Deadfield. Kretschmar trying to launch that ball forward, but Dorking were wise to it. One back by the Beavers with Clark. Fasenmade now on the far side. Craig Fasenmade in a little bit of space. Ball comes in, headed away. Back with Clark. Fasenmade again. Oh, well, Fasenmade is just dispossessed there by James McShane. And that ball goes all the way back to Rowley in goal. Sayers launches that ball forward to Ashford. Nice little touch from Ashford. He's got Kiernan there running forward, yes. Oh, is he going to be offside? Yes, he is. So, Kaylee, that does appear to be a similar pattern in this game, with being caught offside quite a lot.
Quite a lot, and I think Ashford just had the ball. His back was turned as Kiernan was making that run, and by the time he saw him and saw that he was open to be threaded through that pass, he was just past that defensive line.
So Harrison Fulks then to take this goal kick. Launched long by Fulks. Headed into the box to find Camp. But it's one back by Kretschmar. Kretschmar tries to get it away, but Dorking win it back with Newitt. Deflected out, throw in to the Wanderers.
few players look like they're warming up there for the Wanderers, walking down
Yeah,
side of the pitch, maybe just to get some warming up in.
Yeah, I recognise Niall McManus is one of those warming up.
Another long throw in from our side now that Dorking is attacking the right side of the pitch.
And who is it?
It is Paul McCallum.
There you go. So another trademark Paul McCallum long throw then.
Was it raining recently? Because he seems to be wiping the ball down every single time he touches it.
Well, it has been a wet day prior to the game. There was a little bit of rain on the way here. So the pitch is a bit moist, I would imagine. Then Lewis. Ball comes in, headed away. Deadfield flicks it away, only as far as McShane. And then Kretschmar headers it out. Back to Deadfield.
Pass.
And, oh, Deadfield nearly got Clark there. So it's a throw in then to Hampton Richmond Borough.
No one can predict which way that third goal that is likely to be scored will go, but we would hope that it would go our way because this is quite an important game. I mean, for both sides. We sit right now in 21st, the top spot in the relegation zone.
That ball's come straight through to Kiernan. Brennan Kiernan. Can he get a shot away? He can. It's gone only out as far as Deadfield. Can Clark go for a shot? Goes out to Kiernan again on this near side. Kid has got to whip that in, he does. Headed away by Craig. And McShane gets it away. Massey first to the header. Only as far as McShane. Does it come off McShane? It does. Throw into the Beavers. Hampton very much on the attack here. Mewett trying to get it away into McCallum. And it's a free kick to Dorking there for the challenge by Massey on McCallum.
That decision from, that's all I'm going to say.
That was a bit of a late call. It kind of took until the ref had seen McCallum hold his head, then he went for his whistle.
Yeah, so, nice little spell there of play for Hampton Richmond Borough.
Indeed, and hopefully we can get that goal because it would be important. As I was saying just before Kiernan went on that dangerous attack, we sit in 21st, just at the top of the relegation zone with 24 points, and Farnborough, who are one place ahead of us, are down 1-0 at Chesham right now. And we also have 2 games in hand, so if we can get 1 point, we will be tied on points, ahead in goal difference, and move out of the relegation zone ahead of Farnborough with 2 games in hand. Well,
that will certainly be something to whet our appetites, but there's a bit of work to do here for Hampton Richmond Borough, but it's a free kick now to the Beavers, with that one by Kretschmar. So Matt Rowley to take this free kick, the Reading loanee. So on that note, I will just remind you all again that the next 2 home games, Chesham and Worthing, that drinks will be buy one, get one free. Yes, buy one, get one free on all drinks at the next 2 home games for Hampton Richmond Borough. So, what's not to like about 2 cold, crisp pints compared to 1? And all for the price of 1. So if you get yourself down here, get yourself 2 drinks for the price of 1 at the next 2 home games.
Hopefully nobody in the chat is doing dry January, Johnny.
Oh, exactly. No. Come on, who's doing dry January? Come on.
Me.
Are you? No way. Oh my God. Well, no, I can't do dry January. I just love beer too much. But I'm doing. I've been reliably informed that he's not doing dry January.
For all 29 people in the chat, have you seen me drink?
Yeah, January? Alex Coley, have you seen Kelly drink?
Yeah, if he's in the chat, he has.
He will verify that for us. But Alan Massey gets there and tries to thump that ball forward, but Tony Craig could header that away. And then it's one fortuitously back then by McShane as McShane starts an attack here for the Wanderers. Out to Lewis, dangerous in, and there was Paul McCallum, but he couldn't get a touch on it.
Just wedged himself in between those 2 centre backs there, just stayed on side and was able to kind of karate kick, but just missed the ball.
But you would expect Paul McCallum doing Paul McCallum things to put that in the back of the net.
Indeed. 156 goals to his name.
He could have made that 157.
Indeed.
But not if we can help it. 55 minutes gone here at Beverley Stadium. Hampton Richmond Borough 0, Dorking Wanderers 2. Dorking being the better side in the first half, but Hampton and Richmond Borough need to try and get themselves back in this game if they can. This is Kiernan. They might be able to do it here. Kiernan! Oh, and it's just taken away from Hampton and Richmond Borough, but Deadfield can win back then into Clark. Still Clark. Clark on the edge of the 80-yard box. Kiernan with a shot. Oh, it's not quite away yet. Sayers might go for a strike. Oh, what an attempt. It's not a goal, though. Came off the crossbar. What a chance. Charlie Sayers put his laces through it. And it nearly, so nearly gone. Have a go again, son. Go on, Charlie. Oh, it's deflected away. Oh, still with Charlie Sayers. Oh, and it goes out. It goes over the bar. Well, Charlie Sayers, what an attempt that was from you, young man. He just came off the crossbar, and Harrison Fulks wasn't quite going to get there. And wow, what an opportunity that was.
A strike. You saw the ball just kind of dip as it went. It went up and looked like it was going over the net, and then just dipped right down square into the crossbar, unfortunately. But if it was an inch or two down, it would have gone over the fingers of Fulks and into the net.
Best opportunity for Hampton Richmond Borough. Max Kretschmar whips that one in. Harrison Fulks punches that away. Only as far as Lacey. Lacey still has it. Still Lacey. Can he get a shot away? No. He's going to go back to Deadfield. Oh, and it's a bit of a crunching tackle there. Oh, and always get a bit heated here. Free. Oh, hello. What's going on here? It's getting a bit heated. The referee has got players surrounding him. It's getting a bit tasty here, isn't it, Kelly?
I mean, they're all trying to have their word with the ref. There's only about, 3 players that aren't surrounding him now as it kind of dissipates, but that was quite a tackle. Both players were outstretched going for the ball, and I think that contact with the ball was missed, and the players did end up hitting each other. Deadfield is still down. And physio is coming on.
Yeah, Hampton Richmond Borough's Sam Deadfield is going to receive a little bit of treatment here. But that, as the referees try to disperse the players. Now, Dorking, well, obviously they don't think it was a challenge, but look, there's a little bit of a melee there between the Hampton players and the Dorking players there. So, I mean, we're going to see. I'll be curious to see what the referee's going to do here. I mean, I certainly think that was a yellow card. It's got to be.
Must be. And it looks like he is putting something into his book. And I think that might be for...
Is that Sidwell that's going to receive that? Oh, Annesley. Louis Annesley is going to receive. Yeah, Louis Annesley is going to receive it. So yellow card then. For Louis Annesley.
And Jeff Baker, come on Hampton, keep going. Thank you for that. And I mean, that might have been some good luck, because the last few minutes since you've commented that we have been playing quite well. We had Charlie Sayers' shot ring off the crossbar there. Brendan Kiernan has been looking really, really, really positive off that left-hand side. Cutting in, trying to hit the ball off his right. A couple blocked shots, and now we have a free kick in a dangerous position. So possibly that third goal that history tells us is coming could come from this free kick.
Oh, could it be? Could it be? Hampton Richmond with a very promising position here from this free kick. Sam Deadfield taking one from the team there.
So physio came on to see him, walked away, and now has been called back.
For Kretschmar this time. So Kretschmar's just going to receive a little bit of treatment then. So you can see Dorking building that wall. I mean, look at the size of that wall. They're all 6 foot plus, aren't they? So
yeah, Annesley doesn't even look that big in that.
No, I know.
Wow.
So this is going to be difficult. Oh, we are going to now see Edwino Vaz make his debut for Hampton Richmond Borough. Now, this is something I'm looking forward to seeing. He is a really good player, Edwino Vaz, in my humble opinion. Obviously, I don't have the knowledge of the likes of Tommy Rance next to me, but
brilliant a couple of seasons ago for Aveley.
Brilliant a couple of seasons ago for Aveley. There you go, best player when we played them from Tommy Rance. There you go. So leaving the field now, number 10 Max Kretschmar, to be replaced by number 3 Edwino Vaz.
Interesting, obviously this was a substitution forced by injury, but Edwino Vaz is a left back, and Max Kretschmar has been playing in that central attacking midfield role. So we're going to see how the team kind of shifts around, who moves up into that midfield, because they wouldn't want to drop and play a 5-back at this point in the game. We'd be looking to pile on that pressure. It looks like Vaz is going to be slotted into that left back position. Yes,
but we'll see what he can do, what he can bring, Edwino Vaz, as this free kick's about to be taken then.
Kiernan,
it hits the wall. Deadfield keeps it alive. Sayers. Oh, is Ashford going to reach it? Oh, he does. And I could hear the Dorking bench there. They were furious as they thought, oh, yellow card for Charlie Sayers then.
I think just for dissent there.
Was that for dissent for Charlie Sayers?
I believe so. There was quite a bit of frustration. I think the players were calling for a foul there.
Okay.
I can't see it. My vision is blocked by one of these pillars here, but is this a throw-in?
Yes, it is, yes.
Much shorter than the McCallum throw-in.
It's gone straight through, and Hampton and Richmond, can they win it back here? Deadfield nearly can, but it's gone to Clark instead. Clark out to Fasamade, into Deadfield. Oh, there's a lot of shouting going on that far side of the pitch. Clark's won it back again. Could the Beavers play in Ashford? Not quite. Annesley now. Annesley ball into McCallum. And McCallum's brought down. Free kick to Dorking Wanderers. Well, you may have heard what Tommy Rance just saying, that the referee's lost control in these last few minutes in his opinion there. As there has been free kicks, well, there's been fouls left, right and centre.
Yeah, it just seems to be whistle to whistle.
Good entertainment.
Yeah, it is. It is a very entertaining game, that is for sure. So free kick then for Dorking Wanderers, and Hampton Richmond Borough have got this one to defend. And in it comes, and McCallum gets the first touch. And then hooked away by Sayers. Ashford's going to chase it down, but Dan Gallagher's there first. Headed by Massey, and then Mewett. Then Charlie Sayers flicks it on back to Massey, and Massey will allow it to go back to Rowley. Rowley with a long goal kick, looking to find Ashford. Camp's there first. Flicked away by Sibwell, only as far as Clark. And then McShane can then start an attack here for the Wanderers with Casey. Out to Denon Lewis. Into Casey again. This is nice from Dorking. And then Massey just clearing that away. And Annesley plays that one back to Craig. And Camp launching the ball forward, looking to find McCallum. A nice header from Lacey, only as far as Jimmy Mewett. Back to Sidwell. And Lewis again, yeah, Dorking very much dominating possession here at the moment. Ball's whipped in. Deadfield can get it away. Out to Paulfield, and Paulfield finds Fasamades. Hampton Richmond Borough try and start the charge here with Ashford now on the halfway line. Sam Ashford out to Vaz. Oh, and Vaz is brought down. Are we going to see a free kick there? No. Deadfield headers that way. Nice from Deadfield. Oh, what? Now, I'm sorry. This is getting a bit ridiculous.
And a card as well.
A card for Sam Deadfield. I just thought that was a good. I thought it was a good. Was that a good challenge, Tommy?
Absolutely.
It was a great challenge from Sam Deadfield. I cannot believe. Cannot believe he's got in the book for that.
This microphone's going onto the pitch.
Oh, it's. So a yellow card then for Sam Deadfield, which totally don't think should be happening.
25 and 06.
No, Vaz went down, and there was just enough in that, the same amount in that challenge for Vaz as there was for Deadfield's challenge there. I think that, I mean, he wasn't going in with too much force for the header. It was fair. It was fair. Especially not a yellow card. If you want to call it a foul, you call it a foul, but I think that the card is a bit harsh.
Yeah, I fully agree. I think Hampton Richmond have just been a bit hard done by here.
Quite a few substitutions, it looks like, coming on just for Dorking there.
Oh, yes, we are going to see lots of changes here. So
Now McManus.
Yeah, so Niall McManus coming on for. So going off, we've got James McShane, Jimmy Mewett, and Dan Gallagher.
Yeah.
To be replaced by. So we've got Niall McManus as one of them for sure. Yeah, so Niall McManus is coming on.
And leaving the field, number 26, Paul McCallum.
Paul McCallum's coming off.
Wonder who their long thrower is going to be now.
Yeah. And look, Edwino Vaz is just having a little chat there as well with
Also leaving the field
on Louis Annesley. So
number 46, Louis Annesley.
Louis Annesley as well.
Number 37, George Franken.
how many changes is that?
2 changes.
Oh, just 2? Oh,
McManus and Franken are on for Annesley and Paul McCallum.
so Louis Annesley and Paul McCallum have gone off to be replaced by Niall McManus and George Frankham. Will Purley Fry, Super Niall McManus. Well, I know he gets a lot of stick in that bunch of amateurs series, but yeah, Niall McManus.
I can't wait to see Mark White complain about the referee this week.
Yeah.
He's going to be praising him. It's going to be the best thing since sliced bread.
Tommy Rance there, just saying that he's looking forward to seeing Mark White praising the referee this week after all the decisions, but it would appear a lot has gone the way of Dorking, unfairly so, I think it's fair to say.
I think that is fair to say, and that will be in the pleasure of Will Purley Fry, who is watching from just outside Toronto, Canada. Hi, Will. How's it going?
Oh, look! Oh, Will Purley Fry is watching from whereabouts in Canada is he watching?
Just outside Toronto.
Oh, is that Toronto? Lovely.
Yes. But he is quite a fan of the bunch of amateurs.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
I think he'll be happy with the 2-0 scoreline if you're just catching up with us, Will.
Well,
Dowson's just gone into the book.
And Alan Dowson has just gone into the book as well. Yellow card for Dowse as well. As
a lot of cheese.
There's a lot of cheese. We are approaching charcuterie board levels with the amount of yellow cards we've seen so far.
100% you will see some red Leicester.
And Tommy Rance saying we will see some red Leicester 100%. Well,
we will also see what looks like Harry Gardner coming
yes. Harry Gardner coming off for number 11, Taylor Clark.
Second change for Hampton Richmond Borough, leaving the field, number 11, Taylor Clark. He replaced with number 25, Harry Gardner.
And Harry Gardner making his way on here. So what can Harry Gardner bring to this side then?
And third change, leaving the field, number 9, Craig Fasamade.
There's Rhys Grego.
Oh, and there we go. Rhys Grego Cox coming on for Craig Fasamade. Again, somebody you're a big fan of.
As we said at halftime, he's a very, very talented player. He's someone who can make something out of nothing. A bit on the smaller side, which might not be a great matchup in terms of physicality with this big Dorking defense, but that doesn't matter for someone like Rhys Grego Cox. If he gets the ball at his foot and he has some space, he can do some wonderful things. And Harry Gardner, actually second top scorer on the team with 4 goals this season. And as my colleague beside me, Eddie, was able to call out in our first win a few games back against Taunton, Harry Gardner with quite the voice crack. Maybe I'll be able to do the same, and maybe my voice will crack again. But if he can score, I think nobody's going to care. We'll just all be happy.
Oh, there's the attendance there, 1,090 today at Beverley Stadium. So thank you very much to all those that have made the trip to TW12. 1,090 on the attendance. Well, that is it's lovely when it's in 4 figures.
That is, and it's quite the attendance, especially for a January game.
Absolutely is. But Hampton and Richmond have got a lot of work to do then, as they need to try and get the next goal here if they're going to have any chance of getting anything out of this game. So next goal has to come the way of Hampton and Richmond Borough. So Matt Rowley then taking this free kick. Looking to find Vaz. Vaz knocks it on, but Dorking can clear it away. Only as far as Lacey. Vaz tries to win it back, but it's put out by Brennan-Camp, so it'll be a throw into the Beavers.
It's interesting, we've seen Vaz, he's now been on for a few minutes, so I can say this with confidence, but he's not playing in that traditional left back role. He's playing a bit higher on the pitch. We have the same back 4, Charlie Sayers in left back, who had that thumping shot against the crossbar earlier, but Vaz is a bit higher. Hopefully he can make something happen for us.
Oh, and this is Ashford. Out to Harry Gardner, as we know he can hit them from range, but passes it out wide to Field.
Look at that foot race.
Oh, and Denon Lewis finding Casey then as the counter-attack's on for Dorking here into Denon Lewis, and Denon Lewis couldn't quite control that, but still has the ball though. Denon Lewis into Mewett, back to Lewis, and then Kiernan dispossesses him and puts it out for a throw-in. So Brennan Camp to take this throw in for the Beavers. Sorry, for Dorking, sorry. Mewett down by the corner flag on the near side, in it comes, and safely in the hands of Matt Rowley.
Corner.
What? That's a corner. Wow, a corner's been given there.
The ball went out and might have curved back into the hands of Rowley, because it was quite close to the goal line when it came down across the net. It's been a bit of a back and forth game. Momentum has been held by both sides so far. Right now I would say Dorking is putting the pressure on a bit. Nothing super dangerous, but we'll see with a set piece here.
And then it comes, and then Massey clears it away as Kiernan could get there. Kiernan can start an attack now for the Beavers. Here he goes. He's got Mewett with him. Tries to get around Mewett. He managed to get around Mewett. He's done well. Oh, and now he's brought down there by McManus. Free kick then for Hampton Richmond Borough. Well, and there's a yellow card there for... Who's that yellow?
James
McShane with the yellow card there.
Wow.
Well, we really are seeing some charcuterie board action here today, Kayleigh.
It's been spread across both teams. I mean, we had the first couple, but now it's...
we're just waiting for the red Leicester.
Yeah.
That's all we're waiting for now.
Seeing what's going on across the rest of the league as well, it doesn't seem too unlikely, and the fact that quite a few players have been booked now, as well as Dowson. All it takes is another yellow.
Yeah, we may as well have, we had an Enterprise National League South charcuterie board with plenty of cheese, all of varying different colours, reds and yellows, mainly yellows. But anyway, free kick there for Hampton Richmond Borough. Gardner down at the back post. Oh, and then Harrison Fulks just gets down to it.
Just beat Kiernan to the ball there.
Just about.
Great play for them to draw that foul, though. Bodied off two defenders and then was finally fouled. One of them, Jimmy Mewett, who is not the biggest of guys, but he was coming in very fast, stuck his leg down, and then McShane really kind of just nipped him in the back of the leg.
So this is Brennan Camp then. Looking to find Casey, but Massey was there to try and keep the attack alive for the Beavers into Ashford. Charlie Sayers applying the pressure. Ball goes out. It's going to be a throw in to Hampton Richmond Borough. Harry Gardner on the throw. No, he's not. Charlie Sayers is. Oh, he's asking for Charlie Sayers to just go a bit further back then. Sayers throw in to find Ashford. It's a bit tricky round there as he's under a lot of pressure, and it goes all the way back to Sayers. Deadfield out wide to Lacey. Lacey back to Massey on the halfway line, then Hampton Richmond pressing Dorking here, and then that ball goes straight through and into the hands of Harrison Fulks.
Not a horrible idea there, just a little slower. Vaz might have been able to get a foot to it there.
Yeah, Edwino Vaz just making a nuisance of himself amongst that back line. Charlie Sayers just trying to apply that pressure on Mewett. And Massey's ball goes out, and it will be a throw in to Dorking Wanderers. Goes long. Vaz is first to the head. Deadfield's going to try and win this back off Sidwell. Sidwell's brought down. Free kick to Dorking.
Been a few questionable calls from the referee this game, but I think that was not one of them.
Yeah. It's it has been a very busy afternoon for the referee with blowing that whistle. Yeah, been plenty of stoppages allowing for free kicks to happen. But Mark White will be happy with the current scoreline. 75 minutes gone here at Beverley Stadium. Hampton Richmond Borough 0, Dorking Wanderers 2. Free kick comes in, and it goes all the way through for a goal kick to the Beavers.
Will's asking how many yellows so far today, lads. I know you have
I've been counting, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 yellows I've got so far.
Including the one with...
and Douse makes it 5, sorry. 5 for Douse. Yeah, so it's 5 yellows.
What is the split? Is it 2-2 split evenly for the sides?
It's
for the on-field players?
It's 1 for Douse, and then just the 1 for us and 3 for Dorking. So 3-2 split then. Oh, chance for Hampton Richmond Borough. And Harrison Fawkes safely saves that. So will Pearly Fry. There you go. 5 yellow cards. Well, that would make the starter a very delicious charcuterie board.
It would indeed. And
do you have charcuterie boards out in Canada? If you're out on the slopes, you must have quite a few. Yeah.
Quite a few, yeah. We do a charcuterie board at home for Christmas.
Oh, and, lovely.
This year I was actually thinking of back here because I'd been introduced to the terminology by Christmas time, so it was funny seeing all the cheeses out there. None of them were yellow, though. Most of them were whiter cheeses.
Oh, I see. Yeah, very milkier variety of cheese. Jimmy Mewett charging forward then, and he's got Alan Massey to deal with. It's still Mewett. Chance on goal for Mewett, and it goes, and the shot's wide. Well, there's 15 minutes to go. Plenty of time for Hampton Richmond Borough to get another goal here.
One more substitution here for Dorking.
Oh, Jimmy Mewett is going to be leaving the field to be replaced by number 33, Frank Vincent.
Yes, number 33, Frank Vincent.
Excuse me.
That's good. That's a good thing to see.
Okay, well, Tommy Rance has just brought to our attention that all teams from 19th downwards are all losing at the moment. So you could say, yes, that is a good thing. Means that there were no changes down that end of the table. But of course, there's still plenty of time for things to happen. So the goal kick along there, and Brennan Camp headers it out for a throw into the Beavers. Sayers then looking to find Vaz into Ashford. Sam Ashford out to Vaz. Can Vaz bring that ball in? He can. It's gone out for a corner. Come on, you Beavers. We need a bit of Beaver time here. But, you know, we haven't really had Beaver time of late, I must admit. It's been difficult, but we will go with Beaver time.
If we score one, it might turn into Beaver time because, I mean, the atmosphere of the stadium, especially late with all the fans behind the boys' back, really pushing for
Oh, yeah,
goal.
If this goes in, this could be special.
It is quite special.
But it goes all the way through, and they can get it away, Dorking Wanderers can. Vaz tries to keep it alive, trying to find Sayers. Lacey might get there, but Massey does. Gardner. Oh, it nearly goes straight through, and then Ashford gets there. Ashford whips that ball in, away! Oh! Only go as far as Vaz. Can Vaz get a shot away? He can! Oh, I tell you what, and that's why I love Edwino Vaz, because he has got a shot on him. I know that was straight at Harrison Fawkes, but there was a bit of bend on it. And could have been a debut goal for Vaz.
That would have been quite special, just less than 20 odd minutes into getting substituted on. That would have been quite a special moment. And not a lot of players would go for a shot like that, but he had the confidence, he backed himself, and he went for it.
Certainly does, and this is Vincent! Oh, and Vincent's shot is parried away by Rowley, out for a corner then for Dorking Wanderers. So, corner ball then for the Wanderers. And Denon Lewis standing over this. In it comes. It's deep, it's at the back, and Massey gets the first touch to it and headers it out now for a throw-in to the Wanderers. Goes down to Lewis. Hampton can win it back here. They can with Ashford. Ashford thumps that forward, looking to find Grego Cox, and Grego Cox is going to chase this one down. Goes out to Frankham. To Vincent. All happening on this far side, and McShane's got Lacey to deal with, and Lacey wins it back, and it's given away to Dorking. Or can we win it back here again? We can, yes. Harry Gardner's won it back. Harry Gardner a little bit of space out to Vaz. Oh, that's nice from Vaz. Come on, ref. Thank you. Yeah. So a free kick then for Hampton Richmond Borough. And who's been ushered over here now? Brennan Camp. Brennan Camp might be going into the book here, because Edwina Vaz, he was straight on, wasn't he?
And that was the second time. I mean, just before the challenge that got Deadfield that yellow, we saw Camp as well going for a challenge on Vaz, which I didn't think would have been a yellow. This also is not a yellow.
Yes,
we see the referee and Brennan Camp both returning back to their positions. But that first challenge also looked like it could have been a foul, and it wasn't called, but I'm glad that this one was. So
Matt Rowley's going to take this one then. Matt Rowley launches it in. Is he going to meet ahead of a Beavers player? No, it's straight into the hands of Harrison Fulks.
Goalie to goalie.
Goalie to goalie indeed, as Denon Lewis now starts the attack for Dorking. Back to Frankham. At the feet of Fulks. And Frankham launches it long to find Casey. Aaron Lacey will be there to try and stop the attack, and it rolls out then for a throw-in to Hampton Richmond Borough.
As the game has gone on, the Wanderers have began playing a lot more direct. We saw a lot of play to the feet at first, and that was working very well for them, but we see a lot of kind of hoofed balls up now later in the game. And I mean, maybe just try to protect their lead, keep more players back, because obviously playing to the feet up front really does.
Oh, and Ashford, sorry Caleb, Ashford's done really well there, and yeah, surely that's going to be a yellow. And it's another bit of cheese there coming the way of Harry Sidwell. I mean, we've gone from charcuterie board levels to Cathedral City cheese factory.
Yeah, and that is a yellow for Sidwell in his first game here for the Wanderers.
There we go. So yellow for Harry Sidwell. So that's 4 yellow cards now for the Wanderers. You know, Tommy Rance to my left here believes there will be a bit of red Leicester. And that may still happen with 8 minutes, just under 8 minutes of regular time remaining, and a free kick to the Beavers then.
And as it stands, that 8 minutes is what's separating the Wanderers from moving up one position from 6th to 5th in the table, just behind Torquay United on goal difference.
Well, there we go. So they will be itching to get that goal then, won't they, Dorking? Free kicks in. It's gone out to Vaz. Vaz's ball in, deflected away. Vaz can win it back. He does. Out to Deadfield. Into Massey. Massey back in. Is Vaz going to get there? No, instead it's Ashford. Nice little turn from Ashford in the box. Still Ashford. And it goes all the way to the back post. And it's poor there, sadly, from Kiernan.
Did well to take it down, but just mistimed the shot.
Oh, I like this from Will Purley-Fry. A wheel of Parmesan. Oh, yes. I fully agree with you. It has turned from a charcuterie board to a wheel of Parmesan of yellow cards this afternoon. And Parmesan, a delightful...
Oh,
wow. Rowley was just under a bit of pressure there, and... Oh, just a little jump there from... Lacey's just brought down, but... Oh, Rowley just wins that ball back there. Quite
lucky, though, for Rowley there. Just kind of dinked the ball just by Casey there, and it was a bit of a moment where everybody took a pause. There were some gasps, myself included.
Yeah, absolutely. So Gardner can find Deadfield. Can he find Vaz? No, Brennan Camp was wise to it. Nice from Massey, but again, Dorking can win it back with McShane. Place turnover once again now. Lacey. Gardner on the halfway line then. Oh, nearly looking to find the run of Paul Field. That's allowed to roll out for Oh, and there's going to be another substitute here, so leaving the field number 27, Harry Sidwell, replaced by number 28, Jack Young.
Quite quickly after the yellow card, I wonder if that had anything to do with it. I didn't see anybody warming up prior to the booking, but I mean, for his first game, maybe you don't want him to be suspended for a second. So
no.
I assume that might have played into the substitution. It's late in the game. Make a sub, bring some fresh legs on as well.
So throw in for the Beavers. Knocked on, and it's with Paul Field. Back to Gardner on the far side. Plays it back to Massey. Massey's going to play it back to Rowley. Roll it back out to Lacey, and Den Lewis wins it though. Can Hampton win the ball back here again? They can with Deadfield into Vaz. Nice little flick on by Vaz to Ashford. Ashford just lost his footing there, and free kick though.
I've just noticed, Johnny, that Denon Lewis has made a switch also to our side. He's now playing on the right side of the pitch for Dorking. That matchup of Paul Field and Denon Lewis is no more.
Oh, okay. Well, it was quite the battle we saw. So another free kick then for Hampton and Richmond Borough. And Harry Gardner standing over this. And the referee is just going to go over to George Frankham here and Tony Craig just to say, I'm watching you.
And Aaron Lacey.
And Aaron Lacey, yeah. Just to make sure there's not too much argy-bargy. So in comes that free kick, and Harrison Fawkes safely catches it.
Immediately looking to go on the counter-attack there with Clark.
Oh, and here comes
Casey, sorry.
Yeah, here comes Casey into Denon Lewis, and well collected there by Rowley with his feet there. Very nice. Charlie Sayers now. And that has gone out then for a throw-in to the Wanderers. Big throw-in, finds Lewis. And then that's found Rhys Grego-Cox. Lovely from Rhys Grego-Cox, nice footwork.
Straight through the legs of Brendan Camp there.
Lovely, sent him to the shops for some milk.
And some cheese.
And some cheese, yes. Love that segue. Rhys Grego-Cox then, look at the pick. Oh, he nearly picked out Sam Deadfield.
Very, very close. Great vision there from Grego-Cox. Great weight on the ball. Just a little too much on the pass there. But that's what he offers. I mean, there's been a lot of fluidity in those that front four. There's 3 attacking midfielders, 1 striker, but you don't really know who's who. They're all over the pitch. You see the left on the right on the left. Kieran now in the center for Vaz. He's been out on either wing. I'm really enjoying the play from them, and that's another moment where you see Deadfield coming up from that deeper position in the midfield and looking for a chance on goal.
So goal kick then with just under 2 minutes of regular time to play. And Harrison Fawkes, goal kick only met by Massey and into Gardner, but then one back by the Wanderers with Young into Casey. And then a pull pass then, it finds Aaron Lacey. A nice little flick from Rhys Grego-Cox, and here comes Harry Gardner. Harry Gardner's on the charge. A big challenge then by Tony Craig, but Gardner still has it. Ball comes in. Ashford. And there's Edwino Vaz still in the box. Out to Kiernan. Back to Vaz. Could someone just go for a shot, please? Deadfield! Oh!
Just leading back as he controlled the ball there and put it way too far over the net.
And over it goes for Hampton Richmond Borough. It's just not been Hampton's afternoon.
No, not much has been asked of Harrison Fawkes. He hasn't been challenged too much. I mean, he was saved by the post on that shot from Sayers here on the left side, but aside from that, he hasn't really been challenged, has he?
No, that is the best opportunity Hampton Richmond Borough have had in the whole game. But certainly the likes of Rhys Grego-Cox coming on, Edwino Vaz, you know, some real talented players coming on there. You know, that is really add a little bit more of something to the game for Hampton Richmond Borough.
It gives you some hope going forward as well. When Alan Dowson was speaking with Seb White ahead of the game yesterday, he mentioned depth, and you see players like this coming on even later on in the game and really improving the quality of play. We looked a bit flat going into the half, and things have really changed.
Reece Gregor-Cox is going to go for a strike! Oh, and I tell you what, worth it.
And now Volks has been challenged. That definitely a bit central in terms of the shot, but that definitely, he left his feet. He had to dive to save that.
Yeah, it was definitely worth a go from Reece Gregor-Cox. And who's down there?
Looks like Tony Craig, I believe.
Yeah, Tony Craig, and we're going to see already 6 additional minutes. So the fourth official indicated there'll be additional 6 minutes to be added on here.
As well as a substitution, I believe. Looks like Paul Field for Hayden Vaughn, but I'm waiting to see the board.
Yeah, we're just waiting to see who that change is going to be for.
Substitution for Hampton Richmond Borough, leaving the field number 2, Paul Field.
Yeah, Paul Field coming off, replaced by
Hayden Vaughn. There it
Hayden
is.
Vaughn, there we go.
My eyesight is still okay. I can see across the field, Connie. I'm glad I could pick out those numbers there.
There you go, yeah, because it does get a bit challenging, particularly this time of year when darkness descends.
Yes, indeed.
But it doesn't look like it's going to be the dream win for Hampton Richmond Borough. It looks like it's going to be 3 points for us at Meadowbank and 3 points for Dorking at Beverley Stadium.
Split the 6 points. I thought as United got the new manager bounce, maybe we could have had new commentator bounce me on the other side. I was hoping for...
Kayla, I was hoping for the same thing, but... looks like it wasn't to be.
No, and they will be breaking the record of 5 matches with more than 3 goals scored. More than 3 goals scored. This is right now a 2-goal game with at 2-0 Dorking. So unless somebody else can put the ball in the back of the net, history will not repeat itself.
Well, there you go. Well, because obviously, I did say earlier, history's been made. It's meant to be, but.
It should go up to 8 minutes. 6 minutes.
So
2 minutes.
we're going to see then. Let's get back underway here. Harrison Fulks then launches that long. Only as far as Sayers. Sayers into Ashford.
Nice control.
Yes, good control from Ashford.
Vaz
Still Ashford
up the wing.
finding Vaz.
Surely that's a foul.
Yeah, Vaz brought down. Throw in. Play continues. Sayers. Ball in from Sayers. They go, and it's headed away. Oh, and then KC is just brought down there. And we're going to see another substitution for Dorking Wanderers. Oh, and a yellow card as well for Massey. Oh, Massey and...
hopefully nobody else.
Change for Dorking Wanderers,
Yeah.
field number 5, Tony Craig.
Oh, just Alan Massey then. Oh.
That's Tony Craig out.
Oh, well then Tony Craig's coming off to replaced by number 31, Seb Torta Caballero.
Yes.
So Harrison Fulks to get us back underway then. And then the first touch then from Torta Caballero goes straight at Rowley. And Brennan Camp's supposedly brought down there, but play continues on with Ashford. Ashford switches it to looking to find Gregor-Cox. Goes all the way through and Vaughan tries to chase it. Lacey collects. Back to Massey. Into Sayers. Charlie Sayers. Ball forward, looking to find Gregor-Cox. Dorking get it away. Oh, that's a lovely little run there from Vaughan as he keeps that ball for Hampton Richmond Borough, but then giving away the throw. So just under 90 seconds left. Hampton Richmond Borough 0, Dorking Wanderers 2. I think it probably has to be said, Dorking have probably been the better side today, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. I think the scoreline accurately reflects the game. We were unlucky that the ball was just a bit high on Sayer's shot there, but I think that Dorking has been the better team, and that's why the scoreline is 2-0.
This is towards Caballero.
Despite that, though, I would say that this does show a bit of positivity going forward. We still have one more loanee that's yet to make their debut, and that is Nana Boateng, who came up through the Millwall system, making his debut for the first team in 2022 against Crystal Palace in the FA Cup. So that's quite exciting for the boys. Hopefully on Tuesday we might see him touch the pitch. And I was impressed by Clark. I've been impressed by Vaz since he came on. And so having that depth, being able to rotate the squad, and have some fluidity within positions. It's exciting for the future. I think, despite this league scoreline.
Yeah, I think you're right, Kayla. That ball finds Kiernan, and then Vaz switches it, looking to find the run there of Vaughan. Is Vaughan going to get there? He is.
Chased down by Lewis, though.
Oh, and Lewis wins the ball back.
Yeah, look at that speed.
6th minute of the game, he's putting a sprint all the way there to get there before our man.
But don't you like that?
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, it's they're fit with us.
Yeah, 96 minutes in the game. He started the game. He switched from either side of the pitch. He's played on the right, he's played on the left. He's threatened on goal, and now to recover to make a defensive play like that.
Yeah.
It is impressive, and it shows the conditioning that these players have.
Oh,
You can't really coach into them.
yeah.
You need to want it.
It's just pure fitness levels there. So this is Kiernan now into Vaz. This might be a chance for the Beavers. In it comes, and Harrison Fulks has to get down to save it. And
wonderful little back heel though there from Kiernan to find Vaz streaking through that left half space. That was another moment of brilliance that again excites you for games going forward.
Yes, I think we've got to think more about the future than the past. Safely in the hands of Rowley. But fair play to Hampton, they are still trying. They're still trying to get that goal, even though the game is pretty much done.
That expression says it all.
Massey going long. Only finding Kiernan, and then Jack Young wins the ball back for Dorking as they start a counter-attack themselves. Dorking out to McManus.
Aggregate score, Hampton 3, Dorking 2. Who gives a fuck?
And then a free kick then for Hampton Richmond Borough.
Fine, it's not like we need to start winning games either.
It's taken, and Reece Greco-Cox just about gets there. Into Ashford. Ashford being pushed around all over the place here, but he does well to stay on his feet. Lacey. Well, as you could hear there, that brings this game to a close. Then it finishes Hampton Richmond Borough 0, Dorking Wanderers 2. Both those goals coming the way in the first half. First one for Louis Ainsley, and then the second one for Patrick Casey. So Dorking Wanderers, like we just say, very much the better side. I mean, Kayla, just talk us through the overall game state for that game today.
Yeah, I mean, as I said in the first half, I think that the best period and the most positive period there for the Beavers was that first 20 to 25 minutes of the game. After that first goal there by Louis Ainsley, there wasn't really much in it. We tried, we pushed on, went flat after the second goal in the first half. I thought the second half we did make a recovery, some tactical substitutions, or some tactical changes before the substitutions came, and then we were able to put some pressure on them in the first opening minutes of the second half, but nothing ever came from it. The closest we got to goal was that Charlie Sayers, the walloping shot, kind of came out of nowhere, and done really, really well to take that. But nothing came. No, we weren't able to find the back of the net, and we did break that record of 5 games with more than 3 goals scored. So I guess for these two teams to face, this could be qualified as a low-scoring game, although you might not call 2-0 a low-scoring game. But for the record of these teams and the history of these teams, this is somewhat of a low-scoring game. And, you saw the Wanderers did sit back a bit more. They changed to a bit more of a direct approach to be able to have more personnel in that back four and really use that physicality to shut us down. We tried to get fluid. We tried substitutions. We had 3 substitutions there. Vaz was bright. Hayden Vaughn a bit late, but he also did look good. And Harry Gardner as well looked to make some things happen. But unfortunately, we were unable to score a goal and to tie the game. So we do still sit at 21st place in the National League South if all of the rest of the teams below us have lost. I'll go over the full-time 90-minute results. You have Chelmsford and Weston-super-Mare, who at halftime were 0-0. Chelmsford won the game 1-0. Chippenham and Ebbsfleet, who were 2-1 up Ebbsfleet at halftime, 4-1 for Ebbsfleet. Dagenham and Redbridge loses 1-0 to Salisbury. Dover 1-0 win at Bath City. Farnborough, who's just above us, who we have 2 games in hand against, lost 1-0 to Chesham, our next opponent, if I'm not mistaken. Chesham, our next opponent.
Yes, they are, yes.
So 1-0 win against, doing us a bit of a service. We have 2 games in hand. We are only 1 point below. We have a better goal difference, so as long as we can get 1 point, maybe even next game week, we will move out of that relegation zone. Hemel Hempstead with a red card loses 3-0 to Slough Town. Hornchurch 2-0 to East Burnborough. Maidenhead 3-0 to a man down Enfield. Tunbridge Angels 4-1 to Taunton. Torquay, who picked up a second yellow card, 2 yellow cards for Torquay, 1 for Maidstone, a 90th minute for Jordan Young, a 91st minute for Louis Dennis, 92nd minute for Jordan Young. 1-1 draw, so 2 pretty non-impactful red cards there. And then a 1-1 draw, Worthing and Horsham, which is quite a big result that brings Worthing to 50 points at the top of the table. They don't go too far ahead of the Wanderers, who are now in 5th with 47 points, I believe. 47 or 47 points. So that position has been solidified. They're up to 5th and only 3 points off the top.
Well, there we go then. Kayla, thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. That brings the stream to a close then. It finishes here. Hampton Richmond Borough 0, Dorking Wanderers 2. Next, we're at home on Tuesday to Chesham United. Of course, when we went to Chesham earlier in the year on the bank holiday, Hampton Richmond were winners in that game, just like they were against Dorking. So we'll have to see what happens on that one on Tuesday night. And like I said in the broadcast, there's a January sale going on in the clubhouse, 20% off all club items in there, and it's buy one get one free on drinks in the clubhouse for the next 2 home games of Worthing and Chesham United. Well, Kayla, thank you very much for joining me this afternoon.
Thank you for having me, and thank you to the 30-odd people who stayed loyal viewers throughout the game, and the 1,090 that joined us here at the BEV. This was a lovely experience, and I hope to be back. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Kelly. We hope to have you back on the stream very soon. Thank you again to all those tuning on the watch along, and we will see you on Tuesday night as we are home to Chesham United. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care.
Take care.